Well, the game 2 has just started. The very first ball goes down the fine, and the short fine trying to throw the ball to the batting area.
No, nothing of it.
Is it a leg
Foul
by?
and
Is it off the bat? No signal for the umpire, so it's off the bat. The first runs of this inning. No, no, I just
Leg by tha na? Leg by tha off the bat?
No, they have to be one back.
You can call, right? Yeah, one out. Only change is Nectar and this one.
that ball going down the leg and a wide given. There's a wind flowing from the southern end of this ground to the northern end, and it's picked up a lot of speed, and we can see the side screen almost swinging back and forth.
Almost put that here.
So this is a new. The wind has really picked up here, so I think that might be aiding the bowler or disadvantaging the batsman. I think we need to look at the camera. The wind. We will see if we need some adjustment on that. Rusty coming into bowl. Oh, that's an unusual bounce. Batsman doing well. He jumped up onto his toes, trying to defend that. And luckily, the ball just falls short of himself. Well, yes, the scorecard is being updated. We will wait on as it comes onto the screens.
This one is not on.
Not streaming. That was a nice shot by Rahul. The ball pitched somewhere closer to the middle and leg, going down, and he flicks it fine, runs away to the boundary. That was a nice shot and nice beginning for him. The scorecard updates will come in a little later. We are trying to get the sync going on. Rusty coming into bowl to Rahul. For this one, he tried to get that cover drive and couldn't get the enough bat on it. The point fielder coming in quickly and then gathering the ball. End of Rusty's first over. The first over of Rusty, and strikers get 8 runs of it. Ruchir Joshi going to continue from the northern end for the Blazers.
This is an interesting line of attack from Rusty on the first over. Almost 3 out of 6 balls, 4 out of 6 balls went down the leg side. 32 straight, and down to find like boundary. Richie now into the attack. Very similar in nature. Richie attacking the woodland leg stem. So he trickled it down to just past the pillar and shot fine leg for a single. Brings Rahul on strike 9 for no loss in 1.1.
I keep telling you, because he's not able to go anywhere.
Yeah, I think one of our apps with some technical challenge. Richard right arm over. Ball to ball over the covers. That should go for 4. Beautiful hit by Rahul. He immediately launched a front foot forward, full bat onto it, and the ball flying away to the extra cover area for 4. Nice shot. Is a second boundary.
Early in the innings, you definitely want those boundaries to be scored, and the strikers are striking the ball really well, especially Rahul. Rahul actually played a decent hand this morning as well, except he was run out at an unfortunate moment, straight hit. But he played a beautiful hand, and he's a very good batsman too. Very calm, very composed, very compact. Facing Richie here, pitching just outside after moving further away, tried to cut it, went under the ball. Instead.
This is cricket. I don't have quick heroes. Do I have quick heroes? I don't have quick heroes. Is it a well done?
Blazers have to quickly
Let's not
rethink
put
their
a cake
plans.
Yeah, sure.
Bowling 2 straight. Beautifully bowled. The pitched and move away, kept him in check. Trying to flash at it, Rahul. Missed it.
Yeah, I think you can see the sunlight has dimmed a bit, the cloud cover coming on, and just like in the morning. And now the additional thing is the wind. That's from the south and the north, and bowler bowling against the wind here. That's a nice delivery coming into Rahul. Plays it towards the square. No run taken. I think Blazers having fielded in the first game at last, so now continuing to field. There's going to be a long 40 overs to field for them.
Well, that at this level you are expected to do, but they will do well to hydrate. And it's a cooler weather, and it was beautifully bowled. Oh my God, that was very well stopped. Almost sudden boundary there, and Captain Rusty leading from the front, diving to his left, preventing a sudden foot. That was hit in the air, and fielders would have fancied their chances. And Rusty shows his full commitment, runs all the way in there, dives to his left, puts his hand, and prevents 2 runs.
Well, at the end of second over, the score has moved on to 15, and what an effort from Rusty. I mean, it was on his left-hand side, and he was chasing the ball. He dove all the way into the ball and just get his fingers on it. Definitely, that stopped the ball going to the boundary. Sometimes I feel this man is made of steel. I mean, he keeps falling, diving, doing everything, and seems to be okay. I think he's still one coming back to bowl. Yes, Rusty is coming back to bowl. His second over.
Strikers one and they're batting.
Rusty going to bowl. Going to bowl to Srini Raghavan. Oh, that unusual bounce again. This one onto his face. Did well to defend it. Did well to defend it, and point fielder takes a shy at the wicket, breaks it, and no damage done.
Score. Okay.
I'll do it.
Srini to face Rusty. Wickets being set up.
I think
Open the link.
East Bay Blazers have the content both at the top and at the bottom with the strikers batting lineup.
Oh, what a shot!
That was a slower one. Just flicks it down to deep scoreless for just a single. But Rusty and Richie are their top pacers. And they have two younglings who also bowl pace for them. Maybe Vinay has an idea. What would you think of having Dave open the bowling and not allow him to bowl to the likes of Narsingh Divaran and others? Oh, that was cut.
Well, I thought that was an edge, but he made an attempt cut, and it was late onto his bat, so it ran down to the third man for a single. Well, that's a thought to have. I mean, do you want to get in a new youngster to bowl the top of the line or another power play? Well, I think the team and the captains might be observing the strengths and weaknesses. Probably some improvements required by the young people, but he's getting there. He's getting there. I think slowly but steadily, I think the bowlers are going to get the confidence and how to bowl to the top order. Rusty comes in, beautiful shot by Srini Raghu, straight to the point. Immediately it went to the fielder there, no run. That was a good shot by him. There's a lot of pace generated by Rusty and being used by the batsman to run that shot. Rusty coming into border, Srinivas. This one hit better, but straight to the fielder. Sanjay couldn't get behind it. The ball runs away for the cover boundary for 4. That was beautifully hit. I think Sanjay was slightly late onto that and went like a bullet.
Traceable.
That was a tracer bullet indeed. Yeah, it bounced awkwardly right in front of Sanjay. Sanjay was trying to get under the ball and catch it. It was almost a scream for a catch, but it just died right in front of him and couldn't get behind the ball. And that was the first boundary for Srini. So far, Rahul has hit 2. And this is the first boundary that Srini has hit. I think it might warrant a ball change because it went into the bushes.
All right, the two apps that are being used to record the games are being updated and synced up. You can see Rusty and Richard in conversation there. Oh, they're trying to find the ball. It went into the bushes in the cover area. Yes, they are able to retrieve the ball. Well, we have seen the power hitting by Nursing where the ball was lost in the bushes. This one was a beautifully hit shot. It raced off past the boundary and into the bushes. Rusty coming into ball to Srinivas. Short pitch ball over the head. Is it going to be wide? No. Umpire says that's the first one. Over the shoulders. Leg umpire Ravi Shankar indicating the first one.
21.
And that ends the Rusty's over. End of third. 21. No loss. This is quite a contrast to the first game. Yeah, I hope you guys are hearing us well because there's a huge wind picking up. I hope our audio is coming in through clear. Well, we got our scorecard back onto the screens. Oh, nice ball by Ruchir. Rahul trying to cut that, not making any contact. So you can see the scorecard. The fourth over running, 21 no loss. Rahul on 12. Srini Raghavan on 8. It's getting really outcast, and clouds moving in towards our direction. Rocher continuing his bowling. He's going to bowl his second ball. Oh, he beats Rahul again. Ball passing that blade again. It's good bowling. Ruchir keeping his offline, trying to get into Rahul. Yes, and Rahul inspecting that area. That kind of ball skidded away for him.
Yes.
Yeah, good also. That was placed towards the point and final of point. The third man running in collects the ball and good throw back to the keeper, Shamit. So Rahul gets one more run. It's a good bowling by Richard. He's been maintaining that line. The right arm over the wickets. Srini. This one directed to his chest. Plays the ball and tries to steal a single. Not to be. A dot ball. The last ball. Srini Raghavan trying to play that cut shot, but the ball straightened up on him. He couldn't make any contact. 22 for loss of no wickets. Ruchir to Srini. This one strider gets an edge, goes to the fine leg. There's a short fine, no run. That's a very good over by Ruchir. Just one run given away in it. So 22 for no loss. End of 4. The strike rate above 5.
22, right? At a very fast pace.
Well, a new bowler, right arm leg spinner,
Zaki Sultan
Zaki Sultani.
played for Afghanistan United.
Well, some looks like he has played for the Afghanistan team. So it'll be interesting to watch a player with an international experience, a leg spinner. Rashid Khan would be happy.
Surya మొత్తం అయిపోలే సూర్య కూర అబ్బాయినా చెప్పుందా
The first ball driven towards the cover area. Nice stop by Sanjay, diving to his right. Gives away one run. Zaki Sultani. Right arm over the wickets. Leg spinner. Turns the ball into him. Srinivas is trying to ask for a run. Rahul not interested. It went straight to Shiva. Shiva, amazing fielder at that territory of point and covers. This is a full toss, hit back behind the bowler. That will run away for four. So, probably a slip of his hand. The ball went straight, a full toss, and immediately Srinivas launching onto him,
Nirav,
hit back straight out.
Nirav.
For, sorry. Zaki's previous delivery was quick. The batsman Srinivas waited onto it, a late cut towards the third man, gets them a single. Oh, million off on the middle, I think. And Rahul trying to step back and get some room, place it towards cover. No run. Yeah, it's interesting. We had Amit Patil doing the leg spin, and now we have Zaki Sultani doing the leg spin as well. It's a nice contrast. They bring him in the power play. That shows some confidence on the bowler by the Blazers captain and team. Well, that's end of 5. The score moves on to 28 for no loss. Rahul on 14 and Srinivas on 11. Rusty has bowled 2 overs so far for 14. Ruchir 2 of 8. Zaki just finishing the previous over, 1 over and 6 runs given away in it. Ruchir coming into bowl to Srinivas. Pitches a shot. Oh, there was an edge. Past the keeper Shamit. Runs down to the third man. Get a single for that. That went very fast. Outside off coming in and batsman slashing at it, getting an edge and went fast past the gloves of the keeper. A good bowling. He's been able to maintain that line and the direction of his delivery so far. Ruchir running in to bowl to Rahul now. Good full line in, picked beautifully. He launched him. It's going to go all the way into the trees for a 6 on the extra cover area. Whoa, what a shot that was. Full of confidence. Leaned into that shot and then launched it with a beautiful pose. A 6 off Rahul's bat. And the score moves on to 35 with that huge maximum. And this is the first attacking shot of Ruchir's bowling. Rahul quickly on to 20 of 15 deliveries with 2 fours and a 6. Rahul playing a much better inning today than he played the previous week. He was more subdued in that innings. This time into his elements. Well,
He's not upset.
Ruchir to Rahul, beautifully played. He just guides it down to the third man, gets a single. Well, he's got a 6 off the bowler, so just playing it smart. The ball he hit a 6 off Ruchir, I think was not a bad ball. It was just that he was able to time it so well. And a full face of the bat, directed well. No fielder had any chance on that. Ruchir to Srinivas now. He cuts it towards the third man area, past the point fielder. Third man running in, they take one. That's all they'll get. Throw keeper. Oh, well, some fun going on in the middle. Josh, who has been always been the animated person here, sharing some jokes. Ruchir to bowl to Rahul. Right arm over. Beautiful ball. That was in beautiful pace in it. Good off a good length ball coming into Rahul. Very careful, observant of that. Place it back. No run taken. That's a good delivery.
Perfect, I will.
Ruchir to Rahul. Oh, what a shot that is. He played it so late into the third man area. Used the pace of the ball and guided it down. A single again. So
38.
Rahul doing well. The score moves on to 39. 39 for no loss. And Rahul on 27. Srini on 15. This is a power play end. I think the strikers have done well to not to lose any wickets compared to the previous game. At this stage, they had already lost 4 wickets. So this is a much better innings by the strikers. Good start for them. And also I think the weather, sunshine coming back a little bit.
Yeah.
Zaki coming back to bowl his leggies. Leg spin from Dole, Afghanistan. Zaki bowls in outside off on a full, taken in, driven, and Skandar diving stop, hits his hand, goes on to the mid off, long off area. 1 run. I think he needs to pitch the ball. The last full toss was hit back powerfully. This one stayed low, turned away from the batsman Srinivas. He tried to hit it towards the cover and point. No run. Yes. Zaki has become Zach. This one a little shorter. Hit towards the long off area. On driven. So 1 run. So he needs to bowl that off and middle.
40, right? 6.3.
This is a flatter one that beats him. The flatter one just zip past the batsman. No run. The bowler thinking that there was a possibility of chance, but I don't think there was any contact of the bat. Long on, long off, mid wicket. This one tries to go down onto his knees and play that ball late. Rahul, no contact. Straight to the keeper's hand. That was a good delivery. He bowled a little outside middle and off. Zaki again. Oh, this full toss again. Driven through the covers. Sweeper cover Arnav fields it on the boundary.
Sanjay.
Sanjay.
The other now.
This is other now. So I have to make sure we have covers which is Sanjay and we have mid wicket that is Arnav.
41? 41 inside.
Well, there's a change in bowling. I think it must be Dave. Yes, Dave in handed over the ball. The young man went for some runs in the first game by nursing. Right now we have Rahul and Srinivas having been there for all the 7 overs, 41 runs, no loss, going well. Strikers, David Hope Blazers looking for a wicket. Srini Raghavan, 16. Rahul on 24. Dev to Rahul. Oh, this was outside off. Did it pass? Oh no, umpire thinks it's a wide. It was full, but outside of the wide line. Rahul let it go. An extra given away. Dev bowling his first over. Zach has done his 2 overs and given away 9 runs. Dev right arm over to Rahul, driven beautifully to the extra cover area. Sanjay on the boundary returns the ball, just a single. The game has quietened down a bit. Both the batsmen able to take singles and building up their innings here. Rahul Jariwala had a huge six on the extra cover area. The side to see. This one, Srini Raghavan now collecting his single in the same territory of covers. So there's a good line by Dave. He keeps that line. I think that will be an area where we're going to put some pressure on the batsman to score runs.
क्या देखते रहते हैं अंपायर अपने तरफ रिफ्रेश फॉरवर्ड अपडेट
Dave to Rahul. Srini. That's Rahul. I'm sorry. Beautifully timed. Same territory. The ball being bowled in the proper channel and hit on the proper areas by the batsman. So I think the Blazers need to start looking for wickets now.
उसका फैमिली देखता है
Dave, wide arm over to Srinivas. Oh, this was hits his patch and given out. I think he was trying to go hit him towards the corner area. Ball stayed low and straight. Hit his back leg, the right leg, and straight in front of the wicket and being given LBW out by umpire Ravi Shankar. So that's the first breakthrough for Blazers. They've been patient. It's on the 8th over and 45 for the loss of first wicket. Srini Raghavan out on 17, having played 72 with 2 fours.
one in 7.4.
Well, the fall of Srini Raghavan's wicket brings in the man in form for strikers, Narsingh Narayan. He had an amazing start for the first game. He got out on 36 with 4 sixes in it, and he's the man to watch out. I think Blazers are aware of it. They would want to contain him. And Dave coming in here, the second game with a wicket, so he'll be happy. Narsingh taking strike. We have third man, extra cover, mid off, long on, mid wicket. Dave to the left-handed, Narsingh. Oh, what a bounce that was! It picked out of the deck and then kept flying. And Narsingh was kind of caught off guard there, let the ball go to the keeper Shamit. And that was a nice territory to bowl to. And he tested Narsingh there. He was wanting to see if he was going to go for that hook shot or a pull shot. Dave coming into bowl to Nursing. Off the good length. Goes forward. Defensive shot towards the short cover. Very good over by Dave. A wicket taking over. And the first wicket that was taken for the Blazers. Dave finishes the first over with 4 runs and a wicket. And living up to his expectations of getting a wicket every first over that he has bowled, except the previous game. Well, Josh might be
45
coming back in to bowl. I think he's checking the field. Probably yes. Yes, he's got the ball in his hand, so he's going to bowl the left arm spin. Is it? Or is he going to go to give to Sanjay? Well, yes, looks like he's passed on to Sanjay. So Sanjay is going to, Krishnamurthy is going to come bowl the left arm spin ball. Score 45 for the loss of 1 wicket. End of 8. The field same as past. Mid wicket. Long on, long off. Extra cover. And they have a backward square leg. They have one
Deep square.
They have a square leg, deep square leg, and they have a backward square leg. No, I think that looks like more like a mid wicket and a deep backward square leg. Oh, that's hit into the covers. It was in the air, but it's safe. I think it's going to run away for the boundary. Oh, what effort again by Captain Rusty. Did he save the 4? Looks like he might have done it. They're checking it. He's been declared 4 by Captain Rusty, but that was a good effort. He dove into it, going towards his left. He has been an athlete, no matter where he fields. He ran a good 20 yards there towards the ball. That's the boundary. Rahul again. This one is in the air. Goes to the. Oh, nice throwback. It's on the third man. Who?
Who went out?
Correct.
रुचि का है क्या वापस है ना रुचि नहीं है ना I know रुचि goes out.
Sanjay to Rahul again. Step forwards on drives. Long on coming in. Gives away a single. Sanjay to bowl over the wickets for left-hand bat. Bowls outside off and just cuts it and just past of the diving Shiva on the point, and they get a single.
I'll give you.
Sanjay around the wicket for the right hand. Rahul hits it to the covers. Just steps back, opens up himself, makes room, and then hits it to the covers. So he's settled in now. He's into his 30s, 32. Well, I think he can play the main anchor role here for the strikers. Oh, outside out. Nothing gets into the back foot to closer to the off stump and then drives it towards the cover area. Gets a single. Nice batting. The movement of foot and placement of that shot.
53.
So end of 9. The score moves on to 53 for loss of 1 wicket, and that was Srinivas Raghavan. Nursing on 2 and Rahul on 32. Sanjay finishes his first over and gives away 8 runs in it. Dave coming back for his second over. First one was 4 runs and a wicket taken in that. They have a fine third man for Nursing, Dave to Nursing. Oh, this one again bounced off of pitch. Nursing tries to flick it. He just gets a part of his bat onto it. It just drops down close by and they amble in for a run. It's an easy one. Rahul was quick to take that run. Well, we can see the sun brightening up a little bit, shining on the pitch and around the ground. It has been on and off this afternoon. The wind is definitely kicking up around us. Dave to bowl the right hand, Rahul right arm over. Bowls a fuller length. Oh, hit back to him. Hits the wickets and ricochets away to the mid-off area. Skandar running the other way. Well, beaten by the wicket. 1 run given away. Well, Dave, right arm over for the left hand Nursing. Oh, that ball didn't rise at all. It stayed very low, but umpire thinks it's good. And Nursing had a good look at it. I think he's moving onto his back foot for those. For the inner circle, point, short cover. So backward square leg and a fielder deep on the mid wicket. Sanjay comes in and oh, it was a point fielder comes in fast. Sorry, it was a square leg fielder. So for the left-handed bat, it's a square leg fielder who fielded it. Dave to bowl to Rahul. Oh, off the back of the good length, and it kicked out of the pitch. And I think Rahul just tried to find his arms out, his palm out, gets enough bat onto it, runs down to the third single. Yes, it has been a good over so far. Singles are being given. That's okay. They have contained Nursing so far, and Nursing very conscious that he's not in the power play anymore. The 10th over running, he wants to definitely hang in there. Dave to the ball the last over. Beautiful line, and Nursing lets it go. Yes, he has a good look at it all the way along. Not interested to take any shot at it. Good over. Second over done by Dave.
Hey, Josh, come back and bowl.
2 overs, 8 runs, and a wicket. Much better stats for him.
Hey, Josh, Kanda asked me to give him bowling.
All right. So Rahul moves on to 34 in 30. 3 fours and a 6 in it. The only batsman out, Srini Raghavan. 17 of 22. 2 fours in it. Nursing a quiet start for him. 4 runs of 7. Well, the audience.
Sikandar, usko bol, give me opening batting or give me bowling. One of the
The
two.
audience having a chat and having some fun with the players as well as among themselves. It's a fun to watch the final game of the MLC minor league exhibition games being played here at UC Davis. This one in the air. Oh, that was played in the air. The short mid wicket fielder trying to get to it,
Almost had it.
not able to make it to the ball. Made a diving effort. It would have been an amazing catch if it was even attempted. Sanjay over the wickets to left hand. Oh, what a shot that was! Beautiful back foot square drive to the boundary. The fielder manning that stops it, and
इसको बोल
Narsingh gets a
इसको
run.
bowling दे या उसको opening batting दे
Nice footwork there, and opens up his
बोल अभी
face
रोहित
of
नहीं
his
है
bat
टीम में
and drives it towards the square. And he's able to angle himself to the
हाँ
direction.
Yeah.
Sanjay going around for the right hand Rahul. Oh, in the air. Oh, what an
What an
effort
attempt!
by Shiva.
Nice try, nice try.
He was going to moving forward. The ball went to his right.
Chances
He
coming,
changed his
chances
direction.
coming.
Full stretched. He jumped on it, full body on, got his hand to it. Well, he stopped some runs for sure, and had the catch been made, it would have been an amazing one.
Indeed, indeed. That was a very good attempt by Shiva. He's one of the best fielders in the point region.
He got a shot.
That was pitched a little short,
Four.
and Narsingh does what he normally does to that ball, sends it over to extra cover boundary for a 4. The ball was pitching short and keeping it low, and that's the idea that he was trying to push through it. And for Narsingh, he had too much time on it, sat up nicely, waited on it, fast hands, over extra cover for 4.
And score moves on to 64 for loss of 1 wicket. Sanjay continuing his over. Bowling over the wicket for left hand. Narsingh comes in, watches the ball, lets it go. It's been given wide. Narsingh has been very watchful, whether it's young Dev or Sanjay bowling, he's been watchful, looking at it. I think he has probably learned something for the first game. He went down and the whole team slowly started collapsing. And this one is again wide. Sanjay needs to keep him in line there. And Narsingh moving into his offline slowly is probably making Sanjay bowl further away. He's expecting Narsingh to hit that extra cover drive again. This one short hit straight back. There's a fielder there, Skanda fielding it.
Good fielding,
Beautiful
Sikanda.
fielding.
Beauty.
Went straight to the ball, cut it off, and then gets a single. This was a hit straight shot behind the bowler. There was a good amount of force involved in it.
We are sitting right behind that shot, and we could see at the pace at which it came, and Skanda did a wonderful job to stop it and prevented, kept it to a single. This was beautifully flighted, and it was batted. Ooh, that was a beautiful shot. He was hitting it with some power. He was beautifully flighted. We could see it nicely off of his wrist and came down. Rahul did not hesitate. As soon as he saw the ball flighted, he just went at a full-blooded shot straight over the bowler's head, went for a 6. That was good hitting by Rahul. He's batting beautifully this time around. 42 of just 30.
Keep
42 of 30 odd balls here, and he's batting beautifully. Giving him company is now Narsingh.
Yeah, that was the second 6 that Rahul hit, and the first of Dave's bowling. He moves on to 42 with 33 balls, 3 fours, and 2 sixes, and this one hit straight back. Sorry, hit back. That was off Sanjay's. Hit back towards the side screen area. Dave coming in to bowl to Narsingh. This was way wide. I think should be given wide there. Sanjay's 2 overs has costed him 24 runs, and that 1 6 involved in it by Rahul. Dave has bowled 2. His bowling is third now. Zaki has bowled 2 for 9. Richard has bowled his 3 overs, 18 runs, and Rusty 2 overs, 14. Dave back in to drive. Narsingh, beautiful front foot drive. Straight to the long off area. They get a single.
This is some batting by the Silicon Valley Strikers. It's just 11.1 up, and they're already at 75. So you expect more than 150 in this inning.
Well, in contrast to the morning game, it definitely looks going to be a high total here. The morning game was like a seesaw battle, both the teams doing well in the bowling and fielding. This right now looks like the batsman pitch. Dave coming into ball, little more shorter outside off, and he uses the width, cuts it to the third man, and Rahul gets one more run. He's now settled in very well. He's moving into 43, and looks like if he stays in there, he's going to get a huge total.
He should push on. Yeah, this has been an innings that he has been waiting to play for a long time now, and the ball is coming on nicely to the bat. This time around, the pitch looks to have settled down after the afternoon roll. And if you look at it, they're also playing well within their body. They are not going for extravagant shots when the ball is full and straight, which is what the mistake was both the teams made in the morning.
Well, I could definitely say that for the Blazers, but the strikers, well, because of the fielding, beautiful fielding by Blazers that they got wickets, those three runouts were like amazing. But right now, Dave coming into bowl to Rahul. Short pitch, outside leg, going down the leg, and well collected by Shamit. Wide given again. I think Dave is trying to get something out of the pitch. He's trying to hit the deck hard. I think if he can channel that to this off line, I think he'll do well. He's the only wicket taker so far.
That's a great comeback by Dave. He's been bowling beautifully. But I still want to see Dave kind of bowlers bowl opening the bowling, especially when they have straight batters like Rahul and Srini Rahavan. You know, he moves the ball around a lot, and so it makes an immediate impact into the attack. That would be interesting to see. But at this level, there is Kochi and Rusty who's done a very good job. Now let's pick up again.
Oh, that's going to be two there.
That was a overthrow there, and that throw missed Josh by an inch and took it down to middle long on, and they took another run, so two of the shot.
Oh yes, they're trying to get a shy at the wicket, and this time missing the wicket, and also the fielder backing up Josh couldn't get to the ball, so they get a second on this. They're coming into ball. So Rahul wide arm over. Fuller led, gets the inside edge, doesn't go very far, so that's a dot ball from him. They end up 12 overs. The score is 80 for the loss of one wicket, and Rahul on 45 and Nursing on 17, is it? 17? No, that's 12. Zaki Sultani coming back into attack. Yes, Srini Raghavan 17, Rahul Jariwala unbeaten on 45, Nursing batting on 12. Zaki Sultani has gone 2 overs, 9 runs. He's coming in for his third over. He has 1, 2, 3 men on the boundary for Nursing. Cow corner. He's got deep mid wicket and a very straight on. He still gets it underneath it. He's going all the way into the trees. Straight, a long on area. It's gone miles. It's gone past the streets. It's a huge six. Nursing his favorite area. You bowl him somewhere around there, middle and leg. It's going to be hit, and it's hit hard into the skies, past the trees, into the streets. Huge one. Well, Nursing coming into his form now. Quickly moves on to 18 with that 6. He's got 1, 4, and a 6. In the past morning game, he had those four maximums. Push, the field being pushed back.
Thank you.
Leg side open for singles. Zaki, fuller on, drives to the covers, walks for a single. Well, this game, 86 for loss of one wicket in the 13th over. I think strikers in command at this moment. They're going at a good pace of 7 runs an over. They would want to see themselves go past that 3-figure mark of 100 and launch the onslaught. Right now, offside field setup. 3 within the 30. Zaki Bolton. Ball driven towards the extra cover, sweeper cover. Sanjay comes in, 1 run. So Rahul slowly inching towards his 50. He's on 46 now. So this is right and left combination going on well for the strikers and making the scorecard tick. Ones and then odd boundary or a six. Zaki to Nursing. This is short of the length. Good ball coming into Nursing. Nursing just patched it down to the pitch.
Good comeback, Zaki.
And that's no run. And you see the audience cheering on the bowler, Zaki Sultani, a leggy. Oh, this short pitch ball. It should go all the way. Cow corner. It's in the skies. It's in the trees. Past the bushes for his huge six. That's the second six he's got at this over. Narsingh is not going to miss out on any half chances. This one sweetly timed and full face of the bat, power involved in it. Gone for six. They're going to retrieve the ball. Hopefully they do. And the score moves on to 94. 94 for the loss of one. One more ball left in this over. Zaki, oh, last ball to Nursing. Oh, that was a quick one coming into him. Back foot, just flicks the ball. The square leg fielder collects the ball. And end of the Zaki's over. There were two sixes involved in that. The score has moved on to 95 for loss of one wicket. End of 13 overs. And Zaki Sultani finishes his third over. Zaki 3 overs, 24 runs. The last over was a little expensive from him. That's on account of Narsingh's towering two sixes.
Into the attack, bowling to Narsingh full straight, punched back down to long off for a single. At this stage, if you're conceding singles and twos, you're bowling really good. Josh to Rahul. Rahul is on 46 of 39 balls now. Narsingh is on 27 of just 19 balls. This innings has gotten a real move now. 13. Was pitching outside off and Rahul going for a cut. Edged it to third man.
What happened?
And stopped it.
Huh?
Josh is getting his field to absolute perfection because the batsman now is Narsingh. We don't want to make any mistake there. Josh, shot, and that's a catch. Ooh, that was a great attempt by Sanjay. Dived in front of him, got the hands to the ball. As he dived, the ball popped out.
Only one run, right? Yes,
and just one run out of that. That was a beautiful bowling. That was very well set up. Almost everything was right about that. And Sanjay made a valiant attempt to catch that.
1.11. Yeah.
But just one run conceded. Narsingh moves to 28. This time around, it's Rahul. That is to the right of Sanjay in covers, and that's gone for a 4. It's a 4. It's a 4. Just in front of the boundary line, the ball fell, and then that went for a 4. That was a good attempt by Rahul as well.
Oh, Dev ka bhi
These
piche
two
hai,
guys,
four area
these two batters are batting really, really well, putting it away and setting up. It's
50 हो गया राहुल का? नहीं 48. नहीं हो गया. 51 now. 51.
Rahul has batted beautifully for his 51 of just 41 balls. Score has moved to 102 for 1 of 15. Full toss down the leg side. Rahul didn't want to take any chances. Just punched it down to mid wicket. Takes a single. That's the end of Josh's over. Rahul Jariwala, 52 of just 42 balls, 4 fours and 2 towering sixes. And Narsingh is 28 of 20 balls, 1 4 and 2 sixes. They're going over 120 at this point of time. And Blazers have to find some answers really quick. They have bowled 6 bowlers so far. Then they are bringing in Arnav, the 7th bowler, to bowl. This is the 15th over of the inning. So far, Dev has been the pick of the bowlers. He has bowled 3 overs for 15 runs and taken a wicket. And Richie Joshi has bowled 3 overs for 18 runs, conceding 6 runs an over. And at this point of time, Blazers would want a few wickets as the innings gets towards the end phase.
Yes, this has been a very contrasting game, or the beginning for strikers compared to the last game, where the wickets were falling. Here 103 for 1 with a nice shot towards the cover area. Shiva fielding it. It's a power involved in Rahul's shot. His pass is 50, and you can see the confidence and intent to go further. 52 in 41 deliveries with 2 sixes involved in it. And Narsingh playing a very subdued inning at this moment. He's letting his younger partner take the charge.
Why not? I mean, he has bowled, he's gone after the bowling really well, Rahul, and has rotated the strike, put the ball balls away, and he's hit 4 fours and 2 sixes. So when you spot somebody who's batting as good as Rahul, you just play the second fiddle and keep the score moving. And not to take credit away from Narsingh. Narsingh has hit 2 towering sixes and 1 boundary as well. So he is not hesitated to put the bad balls away as well. And Narsingh is now facing his disciple, Arnav. It's going to be an interesting contest again here.
Oh!
Towering way high.
What's the ball? What?
And it was dropped outside the boundary line, not inside the boundary line. That went way too far.
Yes, you can see all the yelling and shouting behind us. Yes. Yes. I think there is a lot of chat, lot of chatter and yelling. That went miles. And Narsingh taking his disciple to task. One hit straight to him, and then he dispatches straight behind the bowler for a huge 6. Are now coming into bowl. This time, fast, Jamit. Oh my goodness, there was a chance there. It went fast, very fast. It took a part. I think it hit his glove somehow. Went past for a boundary there. Unlucky there. Unlucky. Oh no, unlucky Shamit. But well, Narsingh going for everything. So there's always a chance. Well, 15th over running, Nursing in mood to go after every ball that comes his way. That huge six and now a four. 114 for one. This was the total that they had. 120 was a dream in the morning game. Now they are in 15th, 5 more overs to go.
Yeah, these Blazers team have depth in batting and they have batted beautifully even in the morning game. But Arnav just outside the off stump, moving in and Narsingh letting it go. That last ball was moving in as well, and Narsingh going for a wild swing, just taking the under edge and flying to the left of Shamit, who made a valiant attempt to take that catch. That would have been a wicket that Blazers would have wanted.
Uh, Undoubtedly, they are looking for Nursing. Okay, he bowls outside of the crease. This is gone. That is gone again to the cows. Well. Nursing. He's teaching everyone a lesson. Definitely. You bowl me anything middle and off and give enough width and height, I'm going to send it to the cows, and he does. A six in this over, and I know Arnav is a little disappointed because he's been hit for two sixes and a four. An unfortunate one. Their chance to get Nursing out went past Shamit's gloves. Well, 2020, I guess. 120 for one, end of 15, and strikers are well placed at this moment. They should look for 150. The target with Nursing hitting the shots and Rahul in a very good nick. Rahul on 53, 44, four fours and two sixes, and Nursing 44, two fours and four sixes. Well, Arnav Iyer finishes his first over for 17 runs. Well, these two batsmen are set. They are going to go after everyone now. Well, Blazers have to think now what to do, how to get these guys either contain the runs. I think wickets don't matter now unless they get a breakthrough.
Yep, last 5 overs, and you expect these batters to bat in a higher gear. They have all the freedom to bat. 120 for one in 15 last 5 overs. They have all the freedom to bat, and Blazers have their task cut out now.
Definitely, they have a huge thinking cap to have. What can they bring out of it? Josh going to bowl around the wicket, left arm around to Rahul. Bowls a good length, hit towards the Shiva, the point area. I don't think they're going to work for a run. I think they have settled in now. Very nice. So,
This is interesting change from the Blazers team. They dropped their opening batsman Rohit Ramkumar and brought in an extra spinner in Zaki Sultani, but they've conceded more
indeed.
runs this time than the previous time.
Yes, I think suddenly it looks like a batsman pitch. They're getting enough runs from every bowler that they bowled, which was absolutely opposite of what has happened in the morning, where every bowler was able to affect a change and get a wicket. And Silicon Valley strikers at 122, 121 for one, 16th over running. He hits it back to the covers area. Skanda fields it, throws it back to the runner end. One run given away of Josh. Well, this is 122.
Josh is flighting the ball to Rahul and not flighting the ball to Narsingh. He's keeping Narsingh under check. He doesn't want Narsingh to get under the ball, which he does and then clears. So this one is bowled a little quicker to Rahul as well, and Rahul playing very smart now. Beautiful innings so far. He's built a very nice inning.
Well, he has moved quickly on to Nursing on 45 and Rahul on 55. Josh continuing his over. He's going to bowl around the left hand Nursing. He needs to bowl outside off. This is in the line. Beautiful ball. Driven towards Skandar. Cover. No runs taken. The last wicket, the only wicket that has fallen was at the total of 45. So they have put in an amazing partnership here.
Yeah, almost 8 innings now.
Oh,
And
what a
that was
shot.
cut with some
No, that,
force. And Narsingh was looking for two, running the first one hard, but that was not the case. He went straight to Ruchi, who fired it back to the keeper. Just one run. That's the end of the over. 16 overs gone, 124, and it's at a run rate of 7.75. That is very good going. Narsingh has moved on to 46 of 27 balls. Rahul Jariwala is at 55 of 47 balls. This has become a tough bowling to these two batters now. Even Srini was going at a very good clip as well.
yes, right now it looks like a batsman in command. The bowlers have not much, and the one or two of the chances that were offered were tough ones. One that went past Shamit of Arnos would have been a chance, and one on the deep where Sanjay diving towards his left was a beautiful effort, but I don't think he could have made it. But had he done that in any chance, it would have been an amazing catch.
Indeed, at this level, if you are playing against the caliber of Narsingh and all, unless you convert those half chances, it's very difficult for you to get moving along. And that's the dilemma that players are finding themselves in. Last 6 overs to bowl, and Dev has come into the attack. He's been the pick of the bowlers this afternoon. 3 overs of 15 runs, and the captain and the vice captain are taking their time with the bowler to get the field placement precisely where exactly they want them. Because I think in the scheme of things, if you get a wicket or two in this over, it's going to be crucial. At the same time, Narsingh would want to play out Dev's over because he's been the pick of the bowlers. So this is a very crucial over in this innings.
Yes, well, 16 overs up, 4 to go, and they are placed at 124 for 1, so they have 9 more players to come in. I think if strikers can plan their innings to get to at least 150, which I'm sure they will, is I think they know the strengths of the Blazers who have chased such a total. They would want to set a high expectations. They're coming in to bowl over the wickets for Nursing. Bowls a short pitch, hit high. It should be a catch taken. It's coming into Arnav's. Long off catch, beautifully taken. That's the wicket they were looking for, and Dev gets the magic going for him. This is his second wicket, and Arnav Iyer on the long off moves towards his left and makes a catch. I think Nursing couldn't get the full hang of that ball. He hit it in the air but couldn't clear the ground. And is easy catch taken by Arnav. So finally, the two young men on the field make the breakthrough for the Blazers. The second wicket falls at 1-2-4. A wonderful partnership between Nursing and Rahul. I think somewhere around 80 plus runs. That has really helped the strikers.
Absolutely, that is a beautiful platform that has been set, and Narsingh once again proves why he's been rated so high. Goes for 46 of just 27 balls. I think he was looking to get to the 50 with a six. Just sat upon him a little bit and hit the splice and flew down to long on, and Arnav took a catch and dismissed him. But it's a beautiful innings by Narsingh yet again for the strikers, and strikers are blessed to have a player like Narsingh who sets up the innings, be it setting up the score or chasing. He is one who has done really well. And on the other side, you need to look at Dev. Came in to bowl his fourth over and does exactly what his captain wants him to do: take a wicket of the first ball, and he has done that very well. That is excellent bowling by Dev. Was come back very well from the morning setbacks, and this is very well done. Now, as I said earlier, this is a good platform, so they sent Gary to wield his long willow,
Yes.
and he does that promptly. Ball number
it's-
one.
Oh, nice fielded.
Ooh,
Well fielded.
that was bouncing off, going over the side screen, but well prevented by Shivam and stopped it to just a single.
Yes, I think that was a nice feeling at the deep, on the long on area. The ball was flying and coming at a great velocity off the ground, and he does well to put both arms behind it, stops the ball and the boundary, I guess. They're coming into ball to Rahul. It's high, it's in the air, it's on the boundary. Oh, it's past Sanjay there for a six. That's a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful shot by Rahul Jariwala. This is on the extra cover area. Now, I think he's going after it. At the 16 overs pass, well, nothing got out for that. Now Rahul going after it. Since the score has moved on to 1-3-1 for 2. 17th over running.
3 overs to go. This was a beautiful hit. I have not seen a lot of players go inside out to go over extra cover for a six, and Rahul has done that very well. He hit one ball, and guess what? We got two balls back from I think one of the previous matches. Now the umpires have to figure out which one is the ball.
Well, I hope Rahul has put signature on it, or Narsingh has. So we'll see. Find out. The umpires will make a determination there. Well, they're checking it out. Well, Rahul, that's the third maximum.
Take it here.
That was the third maximum of his bat, and this one won the extra cover area. That was a beautifully hit. He moves on to 61. Gary is at 1. Dave coming into bowl to Rahul again. This one much better. Flicked off his pads. Oh, it's passed to the fine fielder there. 1. They're coming back for 2. Is it going to be close? No, he's in. Good running by Rahul. He was running at the danger end. Yes, his partner Gary claps for that. Rahul moving on to 63.
This is very good hitting by Rahul. He knows the bowler very well. They grew up together here in Bay Area. Both of them are 16, 17-year-olds. Played all their cricket here. It's good to see them competing against each other. Ooh, that was a very well bowled ball, and that was well fielded by Josh. Rahul was trying to squid it down to third man for a boundary, but Josh did well to dive and stop that ball just to a single.
Surya last ball, right?
And this is the last ball of the over, and you expect more fireworks now that Gary Graham has come to the crease, who hit the first ball just to the left of long on. Expect more similar shots here in this over.
Yeah, this is hit hard towards the. Oh my goodness, that would Arna would be disappointed with that. It was hit hard towards the long off area. He did the long barrier, but ricochets off his leg past the boundary for 4. Yes, sometimes it happens. You make your best efforts, but things happen. And this one, the ball was racing towards him. Yeah, the 4 takes the strikers total up. End of 17 to 138 for 2. Rahul on 64. Gary moves on to 5. Well, they are coming close to that 140 mark, so 150 should be done soon. 150 should be done very soon. 138 for 2. End of 17 brings back Rusty Thiron into bowling attack. He's going to bowl to Rahul, who has been well set at 64. 3 hits to the maximum and a beautiful shots from him. And he's joined in by Gary there, who's on 5. Rusty to bowl to Rahul. Right arm over. Pull on it. I think he couldn't get on top of the ball. Gets bat on it. They run for a single. Well, the fielder has been changed on the long off. We have Josh coming in and are now moving into cover area. Long on, long off. We have cow corner and back square. We have point, gully. Oh, this was what should be given wide. Well, Gary doing a samba there. Couldn't reach the ball anyway. The Rusty little animated, probably upset about himself why the ball was given wide. All right. Rusty back into action. He's going to bowl to Gary.
Rusty is a fierce competitor. He doesn't want to give a quarter to anybody. Pitched his shot, and that was Gary actually moved way outside the off stump to go and hit the ball. It bounced over his bat, is what Rusty was claiming. But umpires still called it a wide. And that triggered a good amount of energy in Rusty. Now that second ball pitched full. And Gary does what he normally does, goes for a wild swing, misses it completely. Beautiful bowling by Rusty and good competition here set up.
Yes, I think Gary is trying to hit in his favorite areas, that is in front of the wicket, cow corner to the long off area. This one. Oh, he gets enough bat on that. He places an uppercut shot, kind of, and it towards the deep point area, and he gets a six for that.
That's
That should be a four.
Four.
Either six or
What happened? This goes into sleep. You randomly tap some
Yeah, that was a four given.
Put three multiple times.
That was a nice shot to uppercut towards the point, deep point for four, because Rusty is bowling at a great pace and the height on the ball was used. Rusty coming into bowl to Gary again. This one hit hard. Here, just go down the ground. Is it onto our head? Is it going to the trees? Into the streets. Into the streets. Straight behind the bowler and us past the side screen area. Man, it looks like rocket was launched from his bat and a huge six. The four of the previous delivery and the six of this. I think they get to 150 for two. Strikers in the 18th over get to the target of 150 with power hitting by Gary. So this is a massive total being built up by the strikers. The Blazers would be looking to come back and play huge game for them. They need good batting from their end as well. The final game of this exhibition game match. Strikers have put on a massive total of 150. Rusty coming into bowl is probably the final delivery. This one high, the same elevation. Gary trying that uppercut again, but couldn't reach it. A dot ball is a dot ball.
That was a full plate of 7-course meal that was delivered to uh, Gary after starving him for 5 days, and he
Feasting on it.
he feasted on it like anything. It went to the road. I mean, that was some hit, and I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it immensely. And he's still ruing about missed shot over point boundary, and this is full liberty for the strikers to go after all the balls.
Yes, the highest total on this ground has been by the Blazers. This one hit hard on the deck. It's in the air. No, it's past the reach of Skanda. It goes for a six on the deep mid wicket area, cow corner, somewhere in between. It should be called a six. It's a six. Skanda declares six. Umpire has to change that. Is it six? Yes, it is. Change. Six given. My goodness, Gary is on fire. Back to back sixes there.
156, right?
And he moves on to 21 and score of the strikers goes on to 156 for the loss of 2 wickets. End of 18. There are 2 more overs to go. I think they may even get to the highest total set by Blazers.
This is some hitting that all the bowlers have found themselves in a very difficult situation. Gary has moved on in the meanwhile to 21 of just 7 balls, 2 fours, and 2 towering sixes. I think this scorers and us commentators would need helmets here to sit and commentate.
Definitely, I think I'm going to make that investment.
Yeah, probably we need to invest in a net also to prevent the ball from coming and hitting us. And more importantly, more than us, the laptop.
Yes, we are right in the view of all this power hitting going on. We are just sheltered by this canopy here. But Rusty finishes his third over and he is gone for 32. The last over was been the most expensive one for him. Richard trying to bowl. He's going to bowl his final over. Oh, that was ball in a good length. Ball didn't rise much. Rahul couldn't make a contact. A dot ball from him. Zaki Sultani 3 overs, 24 runs. Dev Tarani completing his 4 overs, 29 runs and 2 wickets. Sanjay Krishnamurthy has bowled 2, has given away 24. Josh, 2 overs, 12 runs. Arnav has bowled just 1 over for 17. So every bowler has been taken for task except for Ruchir, who is bowling his final over in terms of economy.
Rahul
Oh,
comes
that's
down the
good.
wicket and hits it. Oh, that went to the outside edge and flew wide of the wide third man there. No stopping that. That went for a boundary. Normally you have a accumulator who accumulates runs and then you have a hitter who comes and scores runs. In this case here, Rahul has been going at more than 120, 130 now strike rate, and then both Narsingh and Gary are going at oh my God, Narsingh went at 164 and Gary is now at over 300 strike rate now. This is some hitting going on here.
Oh, that should be a leg by. No, he's been given a wide. This is not what you want from Ruchir or Blazers bowling. 160 seems to be slowly taking the game away. They need to just contain them now. If, if the first game went towards the bowlers, this one right now seems to be going in the batsman way. 161 for the loss of 2 wickets, 18.2 overs done. Ruchir bowling is third. Hit hard! It's going into cow corner. That's going to go mid wicket area. Past 10 meters from there. It's a 6 again. The ball is coming on sweetly onto the bat, and the bat is dispatching it past the boundary. And Rahul moving on to his 70, 75 with 4 hit to the sixes. He's matching up to Narsingh's 4 sixes off his bat, and Gary has got 2 maximum. Score moving on to 167 for 2. 175, I think, was the total setup by Blazers on this ground. I think strikers may even pass that.
At this point of time, you would look at the shoulders dropping at the Blazers. They still have one secret weapon in their armory. That is Josh, who's probably going to bowl the last 2 overs. Oh, that was very well bowled. That was beautiful bowling, and that was better hitting than something that you have seen. And and it was well stopped by Josh at the boundary just for a single there.
Two more balls.
Coffee refill? I'm good, thank you.
Well, just as we were talking about the bowling credits, I think this over has changed the economy of even Ruchir. So right now it looks Dev is on the top. Ruchir pushing his
168.
fielders all the way in the boundary. He's pushing in
168.
backward square. It's
168.
interesting. Ruchir, right arm over to Gary. 5th ball of this over. He hits him, no, misses it all the way. Full ball delivery. He couldn't get to the ball. He's playing it in the front of the wicket. I think that's the line to bowl for him.
That's classic. Just before the ball, Richie moved Arnav in deep square leg to his right, and then bowled a full Yarker, which Gary was ready for and still missed it. This time, it definitely demands a miracle, and those 2 half chances look like full chances at this moment. Beautifully bowled. That was very hit with some power now. Yarker, and Gary does the helicopter and goes for a boundary because the long on has been moved to mid on.
Krishnan, suddenly this ground looks
172?
too small. I mean, look at the amount of sixes being hit on this ground now compared to the morning. And Narsingh was the only one to do that in the morning game. And this time, Rahul joining the party, Gary joining the party. Gary moving on to 25 of 9 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. Rahul 76, 5 fours and 4 sixes. This is absolute power hitting, and Rusty comes back to a ball is final over, and so the Blazers final over, 20th. The score at 172 for the loss of 2. Leg umpire checking something. He's checking deep square leg fielder. I think everything is on order. Well, 3 fielders in the circle, 4 fielders in the circle, 5 on the out. Oh, that's
Out.
going down the leg. Did it? No, it's given wide. Rusty bowling with a lot of pace and anger. It bounced Just back of good length and past the leg
बैट
stump.
पे तो नहीं लगा but
And
बैट
yeah, the bat got onto his pad. He was trying to flick that ball, got some onto the pads. Score 173 for 2. 6 more deliveries to go. Rusty comes into ball. Full pass past him. They go for a bye. Shamit tries to run him down, hits the wicket, but I think they have made it home. Gary was quick off to that, gets a single, and the score moving on to 174. I think this final 5 overs, I don't think. Will they get it to 180?
easy
180 is just one shot away.
You're bowling Rusty there. Let's see.
Well,
Gary on strike. Let's see.
this is the afternoon game, so anything is possible here.
Okay.
Gary is striking well at over 300 now,
Right
and
there.
he's pulling full
Oh,
and straight.
what a power
That
that
was hit with some power, and Josh does really a good job of stopping that ball.
Shantanu
This area fielding in long on and long off has been very tough because of the up and down kind of nature of the ground, and a couple of balls in the previous innings and even now bounced and went to boundary. So Josh does a really good job of stopping that ball.
Yes, that was hit with a lot of power, and it came like a bullet here, and then it was kissing the ground and running through it. And outfield is very fast. Rusty coming in. Oh, there's a catch, possible catch. No, it probably hit his thumb or fingers. Is he? Rahul
he's
getting something on the top of his bat or his fingers? It just popped out of his bat there. No damage done, but I think he's checking something. Rahul. He has moved on to 77 and Gary on 26. Last 3 balls to go. Score at 176 for 2. Gary on strike and Rusty to bowl.
I'm very happy the way that Rahul has batted. This is an innings of the caliber that we know him playing on and on and on all through these years. Rusty full and straight
They're
again.
going to go for him.
And,
They're going to go for
oh, that was a mad rush to catch the ball and throw, missed it.
well, that's pressure. Definitely pressure. The fastest fielder and the quickest fielder on Blazer side, Skanda on the boundary, mid-wicket boundary, running in towards the ball. Couldn't save the second. Gary and Rahul running like crazy on the ground between the wickets. They get 2 for the team.
It's amazing. Rahul opened the innings and still was running.
No.
Other side,
no,
other side.
no. He's in.
other side
He's gone out.
Oh, that's
Run out on the last ball. No, one more ball to go.
one more ball to go, and Rahul Jariwala was trying to get to the strike at the last ball, but Shamit did a good job of throwing the ball back to the bowler straight, didn't miss it, and Rusty kept his cool, ran to the stumps, and Jay
Well done,
did his
Rahul.
job there, and Rahul Jariwala played a beautiful hand, getting out to
कौन है
the
कौन है
last before one ball, and he scored 77 of
good
57
batting
balls.
good batting
Amazing hits of 5 boundaries and 4 sixes, striking at 135. This is wonderful
Last
batting
ball.
that we all know what Rahul is capable of, and he showed it today, true to his form.
Oh, well, last death over, so you're
Last
running
ball,
for
last
everything, and Rahul ran for it. Shamit doing very well, throwing it back to the bowler side and getting him run out. Rusty bowling the final over to Gary, gets a edge, inside edge, running it to the final. They get a single of the last ball, and that should end the innings. They're running for the second. Pranay Suri coming
Are you
in. They
kidding
steal
me?
a second. No, they will go for one more. No. I
Go to
won't
the
hold it.
keeper.
This was not needed. Come on, guys.
2 runs right
They get 2 runs on the final delivery. I don't think captain would be happy of that. They took one, and Pranay Suri, looking at a misfield, runs for the second and makes it home. Goodness. So last 2 deliveries, Rahul run out after having scored a brilliant 77 of 57 deliveries, 5 fours and 4 sixes, which was ably supported by Gary with 30 of 13 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. And what a game Narsingh played. 46 of 28 with two fours and four sixes. And on top of the order, Srini Raghavan, 17 of 22 with two fours. Pranay Suri coming in last, uh, hasn't faced any delivery. So the end of 20 of strikers, they reached the total of 180 for loss of three wickets. 181 is the target. This is the highest score I've seen in the minor leagues so far in the West Coast.
If, to go back to Rahul's innings, he played a consummate team man innings. He was normally, if you're opening the innings, batting through almost to the last over, you would want to come out as a not out batsman, but he was not the guy. He was running for everything, even in the last over, and almost asked for a bye, but did not make it back on time. That is really the kind of team man you would want in your team, who is running for everything. Even in the last over, the two that he ran off of Skanda put a brilliant fielder like Skanda under pressure and couldn't stop the second run. And that was the last over. To think about it, Rahul opened the innings, and that shows his fitness levels. He's somebody who does 1,000 uh, jump ropes every day,
Oh, wow.
and keeps himself very, very fit as a keeper, as a batsman. And he has kept all 20 overs in the morning and batted, and then again came back and batted all 20 overs, and he's going to come back and keep as well. That shows his fitness levels. A very amazing youngster we have here in Bay Area, one of the top players in the country for under 19 team.
Yes, I think the Blazers dugout has a lot of talking to do. I think Rusty would be trying to cheer the team up. A 180 is a huge ask. Uh, any game that has been so far. The strikers have set themselves nicely here with a 180 on the board. They seem at this moment in a chance to win the finals. The fall of wickets. The first wicket Srini fell at 45, and a beautiful partnership of Narsingh falling at 124 for two. Him and Rahul putting on 80 plus runs. That was at 16th over, and then the final wicket falling at 178 for three. Rahul Jariwala getting run out at the penultimate ball of the inning. So that's a good 50-run partnership as well there. Bowling credits: Rusty Theron 4 of 39, very expensive this game. Ruchir Joshi was going very well until his final over. 4 overs 34, no wicket. Zaki Sultani, the leggy, 3 overs, 24 runs, no wicket. Dev Tadani, the only wicket taker, 4 overs, 29 runs and 2 wickets. Sanjay Krishnamurthy, 2 overs, 24 runs and no wicket. Josh Jascombe, 2 overs, 12 runs, the best of the bowlers in terms of economy. Arnavayar, 1 over, 17 runs. That is a scorecard for you guys. And we'll come back in a bit when Blazers are ready to take on the challenge. 181 is the target. So we will try to see the groundsman on the pitch, getting the rollers going, the crease being redone, uh, painted in, so they get the game going. And Pranay Suri and his team would be amazingly happy.
Absolutely, this is one they saved, as they say, they saved the best for the last.
Yeah.
The strikers have struck well, and they saved the best for the last innings of this tournament and hit everything out of the park. To say is an understatement. That all their batters have come good in this innings and played really, really well, and that sets up an interesting chase for the Blazers. They would have to score as many boundaries, if not more, to make this chase very interesting. But I think the ball is coming nicely onto the bat, unlike the morning session. So if they put their head down and bat through, they might probably get some more matches to come. You're seeing us in the commentary box here. This is Vinay and myself, Krishnan, and next to me is Surya, the scorer. Whose
Surya,
score you are seeing on the
the
ground.
Surya here. Okay, let me give. Just a quick introduction. Surya Pasula, who is doing our scoring. We are missing Rajiv Tadani here. This is Krishna Iyer, completely tired, explaining all the boundaries that are being hit. And we have behind the camera is Surya Reddy. I hope you should come forward in the camera and be seen. Thank you for capturing us.
Thank you, Suresh. I think the players deserve more screen time than us. But it's been an innings of very calculated assault. If you think about it, from the morning to this one, it has become very different now. That the way they've assaulted the Blazers bowling was very well calculated, and some of these attacks that have come not of the younger bowlers but of the main bowlers of the Blazers inning. What would you say about that?
Uh, I don't know if both the teams are getting familiar with each other's style of bowling and the pace of bowling, especially Rusty. He's a one quick bowler, and yet they were able to score off him, and so were other bowlers given taken for task. But the young man Dave coming in, giving the breakthroughs for the Blazers. I think the striker bowlers have shown in the morning that they are really good, and they can also are the wicket takers. I think for the Blazers, I think they need a good lineup because they need some at least two or three good batting efforts from their end, just like what happened with strikers like Nursing, Gary, and Rahul. If we can that combination, who knows, we may get a contest of this one as well, just like we had in the morning, a low total, but they made it very close.
Well, I would say certainly that Blazers have missed a couple of their bowlers. Nick was one of the ones who had bowled really well for them in the middle overs, and they certainly missed him. But to go back, I mean, we should say that Dave Tadani has bowled really well. He had a bit of a setback this morning, but he has done an admirable job this afternoon, bowling superbly and bowling just bowling 4 overs for just 18 runs in comparison with all the other bowlers who have gone for runs. He kept the batters under check and done really well. We're going to take a quick break and we should be back in about 10 minutes or so. Stick around.
Let me do. I'll fill the camera here. Sure, sure. Well, the commentary box, it has been just me and Krishnan Iyer doing the commentary and giving the proceedings. And we have two other gentlemen coming in joining us. I will hand over the mic to them just to set up the thoughts and questions here. My two fine gentlemen here. I just want to say how the exhibition games here are going out in your participation. What do you generally feel? How the teams are coming up and how these games are helping out the minor league? If you can give your introduction and thoughts.
Yeah, my name is Neerav Shah. I've been a manager for the Golden State Grizzlies. Um, Shantanu here is the manager for the Strikers team. I'll let him talk because his team is playing right now in the final game, and I'll come back again.
Uh, did I get a name? Neeraj?
Neerav Shah.
Neerav Shah. You can't escape. You still have to speak. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. My name is Shantanu. I'm coach slash manager slash helper for Strikers team. It's good to see uh, the effort put in by minor league cricket uh, in this regard. Excellent talent on display. Good cricket over the past 8 weeks, and happy to see that guys are getting to play some good quality cricket, surrounded by professionals, amateurs, semi-professionals. Right? It's actually fun. I am actually happy for the guys for getting this platform to show what they can do, and I can only say there is a whole lot of better cricket coming our way. And I just hope all the guys playing realize what's been offered to them and make the best out of it.
Yeah, definitely, it's a good platform. I think minor league. I coming in as a volunteer here, suddenly seeing the game that is played on here. The morning game was so close; it was as good as any IPL can get. at the UC Davis. I think if we had some audience there, it would be fun. But coming back to Grizzlies, I think you had a tough run, but I think you have a good depth in both batting and bowling, and you have Saurabh leading your team. I think uh, you will be looking forward how things shape up for you.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Our Grizzlies team actually did very well. We have a really good team. Sometimes, things don't work out as planned, but we were close in a lot of games, and I do think that we did we did our best, but at the same time, few minor things that we didn't do well. We are going to be working through the off season in the winter, spring, and come back strong. But at the same time, like Shantanu said, this is a great platform. Shantanu and myself both have played cricket in Northern California for the NCCA League for the better part of a decade, maybe 10, 12 years. At the same time, we've always been wanting like players to get opportunities like this, brushing shoulders with professional, semi-professional players. They bring up their own cricket up. Guys like Rusty, Shadley, Man Singh, Amit Patel for Grizzlies, Saurabh, of course, and Gary Nursing, not to name a few. These guys, when you play with them for 8, 9, 10 games, young kids really come up, and I'm sure when the minor league games start in March, April, these guys are going to be a better package than they are right now. So cricket is the winner here. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, the game is about to begin, and thank you for your time. And I know, front of the mic and camera, everybody gets a little bit nervous and diplomatic here. But I saw you guys cheering behind both your teams. It was fun to see that, and I hope you guys come back and
Yes.
chat
will.
with us again.
All right,
That's
thank you.
that's all unfiltered enthusiasm, right? It's straight from the heart.
Yeah.
There's no filter.
Okay,
That's the players. That's the players and us
Yes.
talking.
Yes.
so we'll call this a straight bat.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All
See
right.
you guys.
Thank you guys.
That was very interesting observations from both the managers, as they rightly pointed out. This has provided the platform for the younger players and players across Bay Area to rub shoulders with the best in the business. And even the Bay Area players have done really well. Players like Rohal Posnapalli this morning bowled beautifully. Dev Tarani in the afternoon gave himself a pretty good account of the spell. Adnesh Tonley is here in the crease, and Rahul Jariwala, what a wonderful batting from him this morning. He matched wits with the likes of Narsingh Dionaran and Gary Graham. And the teams have been ably led by the three captains, I must say, Saurabh Netravalkar for the Golden State Grizzlies, Pranay Suri for the Strikers, Silicon Valley Strikers, and Rusty Theron for the East Bay Blazers. Innings is about to start. Shahryar Khan is opening the attack for the Strikers. Facing him is Shiva Vashisht. Shiva Vashisht is batting with Shiva Mishra, the left-handed. Rohit Ramkumar is not in the team this morning. Oh my God, what a shot! First ball, short pitch, wide outside off, so moving away. Shiva hit that ball as though he's batting after playing 100 balls. Spotted that very early, punched it down to deep covers for a single. That's an ominous start for the Blazers. Shiva Mishra gets on the strike. Shahryar Khan is into attack. He's a very crafty pacer who's done really well for the Strikers. And he has all the liberty to bowl because they are defending a huge total of 181. Full and straight, and that was punched by Shiva Mishra.
Second ball, huh?
And that went to the right of the mid wicket, gives them ample time to travel on for 2 runs. Sun is out now, and there's a gentle bit of breeze going on here. That was quite wide down the leg side. And Rahul dives full length, couldn't prevent the ball from going there. And that went for a boundary. That's the adjustment that the bowlers have to make when, especially when they're bowling to a left-right combination. This time Shariar didn't make that adjustment when bowling to left-handed Shivam Mishra. Ball was a perfect away swinger for a right-hander moving down the leg side, called it a wide, and Jariwala couldn't prevent the boundary. It's called 5 wides. Shivam is on strike, and Shariar Khan is on the top of his mark once again for the third ball of the first over. Now he got the radar right, just outside the off stump of Shivam Mishra, bringing the ball back onto him. Shivam Mishra getting nicely back onto the line of the ball, punches it down to short extra covers, no run there. Shariar, slower one, full Yorker, and Shiva calls it for a quick single and takes it very well run. Beautiful awareness there by Shiva Vashisht. The two Shivams have done really well in the previous game when they batted together, and they've got a good start here so far. 9 runs so far off 4 balls. Full and straight, and it was hit straight to the man on mid off. No run there.
Well, the first over, Shariar Khan, already 9 runs off his bowling. There's going to be huge pressure on Blazers here. Shariar Khan comes in to bowl. Oh, that's ball beats the plate there. Or I think the batsman did well to leave it. Good delivery coming in. I think there's a wind coming across the pitch. You can see some dust rising off the pitch there. So that could be some obstruction.
Indeed, but these are all things that you work in your favor, and do it with that. Rohan Posnapalli, the youngster, has come into the attack again for the strikers. What a beautiful opportunity for these youngsters. They have all the liberty, all the wisdom available to them as strikers are different kind of an 80. But if you were to think about Blazers, they would need every over to be like this over, 9-10 runs an over.
It's a tough ask. I mean, 180, 9 runs and over, definitely a thought. But I think not losing a wicket is critical. That's what happened with the strikers game. They didn't lose any wickets from the first 10 overs, and they were able to build the total from there on. And Blazers bowling fell apart in the final overs when Rahul, Gary got together to take the score away from the Blazers. They were trying to contain them under 150, but Gary, especially at the tail end, making big hits. So that is the kind of strategy is what is going to work. But let's see. Each innings is different. And Rohan, who has been had a good run in the morning game, he's getting 2 wickets. Now he's coming in to bowl right arm over to the left hand pad. And hit driven straight to Shariar Khan. No run there. Good dot ball. 1.1.
4 new balls. 4 new balls. I got 1 out.
Rohan continuing to bowl to Shivam. Oh, that came back. Straightened up a little bit. Straight to the keeper, Rahul Jariwala. Rahul will be pleased. Rohan will be pleased. That was a good dot ball from him. He got Shivam in a sort of trouble there.
This is good bowling attack here. Rohan is cranking up his pace even though he's bowling the second time in the day, stretching himself. Sweet with some power and straight to Sharia Khan. And yet again, Rohan Posnapoli strikes inside the power play overs. That is disaster. This is exactly what you don't want in a power play over, and that's exactly what happened. Shivam trying to power his way through and hit the ball straight to Sharia Khan. Shivam Mishra gone, and that's a big blow for the Blazers. And immediately to counter that, there is Sanjay Krishnamurti onto the crease now. This was beautiful bowling.
Yeah, I think this was hit hard, but it was in the air, and Shahryar Khan doing really well. He went into that line, which was going very fast, and get both his hands to
What do you
it,
want?
and he took a catch. The fall of Shivam Mishra brings in Sanjay Krishnamurti, who scored the highest for the Blazers in the morning game. Yeah, losing early wickets is not what the Blazers would have wanted, but that was not the case. He was trying to power the shot towards the long off area, couldn't pass the fielder there. Rohan getting a first wicket for the strikers, and this one delivery to Sanjay, very well directed. He would be happy. He's getting a breakthrough for strikers the previous game and this one as well now. Very first over. Rohan want to go bowl his fifth delivery of the first over. He's bowling. Bowling to Sanjay. Right arm over. Pitches a shot. Oh, he's trying to fish that. Lucky he got the bat off away from the line. Good thinking by Sanjay, just leaving it out. It was a good bounce coming into him. He is early in the innings, just the first or second delivery, so he let it go. It'll be interesting to see how they frame their mind to play an inning which is high total. Uh, the next few overs, if they can get to quick 40s or 50s, that'll be a good foundation. Rohan to Sanjay. But this was a little height. He cuts it, beautiful cut, late cut on that. Runs it down to third. Gets a single on red. That is an end of. Is it an end? Yes, it's an end of a very good over from Rohan. A wicket taking over from him. End of 2. 10 for the loss of 1.
That's an excellent over by Rohan, complimenting his bowling partner Shariar, and just one run conceded of that and took a wicket as well. That's a crucial wicket of Shivam Mishra, who bats really well in the middle order. Is tasked with opening the innings and couldn't get going. Hit one ball straight just to the right of Shariar, who moved beautifully to the right, took a chest high catch while he's on the move. That was very good fielding by Shariar and beautiful bowling by Rohan. He bowled a beautiful line and length, kept the ball moving away from the batsman, and had all the batsmen almost fishing at him since morning, and he's continuing that in the afternoon as well. Shariar now bowling his second over full and straight, and Sanjay puts his bat on that ball, taps it down to extra covers for a ball that was very well timed, but just one run brings Shiva back onto the side. Shiva would be keen to do well in this innings. Morning he got off to a bad start. Mistimed one, hit it in the air, and he was disappointed. And this time around, Shiva. Oh, that was wrapping in the pads. That was a very close call. And normally the ball pitches and moves away, and this time moved, it didn't move away. It kept straight, going straight, and it was the signal that the umpire gave. It looks like the East Bay Blazers are batting in a different wicket, and Silicon Valley Strikers batted in a different wicket, and bowled in a different wicket. So this is beautiful bowling here, and as you hear in the background, there is a lot of all the three managers of three teams are here, and so yeah, to Shiva, just on the off stump, moving away. Shiva is trying to play a square drive, missed it, kept low, and at this point of time, you would be doing well if you're playing in the V, just like what Jariwala and Srini Raghavan did, and they didn't hit anything extraordinarily hard. This time the ball, one shot that comes to my mind is Rahul Jariwala's extra cover 6, played inside out, within the V. Shariar to Shiva, lets it go. Same line, same length. They would want to take their time somewhat before they're going for the boundary shots. They definitely need more than 20 boundaries this time around. But it's been very, very hard for the East Bay Blazers, who've done really decently well in this tournament.
I would say they were definitely one of the favorites coming into the finals here. Sharia Khan. Oh, this has got a fat edge, running, flying away. Fielder coming in, takes a catch. Is it Pranay? Yes, the captain. The high catch taken by him, and Blazers losing Shiva. This has been a repeat of what morning game. He went for a swipe, a thick edge. I don't know if this was required. He was being very cautious, letting the balls go. The wild swipe, doing him in. I think Blazers looking in pressure for sure. I think what they need is a cool head. I know 180 is a big ask, but I think they should break this down into pieces, get to 40 first, and then see what happens next. I think that might be more mental game now.
We were just talking about playing in the V, and Shiva saw the short pitch ball and saw the opportunity to go for it, but I think he missed the same ball in the morning. It popped up to mid off, where again the catcher was Pranay. And incidentally, that's a repeat that we saw. Now this time it popped up to covers, and Pranay was there ready to take the catch, and he took it beautifully. And that brings the end to Shiva Vashisht, who has played really, really well all through the tournament. And today is the day that he could not come very well. He was gone just for one run of the 7 balls that he faced. And yet again, the opening bowlers for the Strikers are striking. That brings Josh to the crease, 11 for 2 in 2.5 overs.
Yes, I think Rohan and Shariar Khan combination has worked for Strikers, and both have got a breakthrough for them and their team. Brings in the left-handed Josh, and Shariar Khan right arm over, going to bowl over the wickets. Stopped the track. One fielder on the boundary, deep mid-wicket, and just one. Got to see if the field is set. Yes, rest everyone is under 30. Sharia Khan hits it hard, pulls it straight to the mid wicket. Fielder placed there. They'll get a single for that. End of a wonderful over by Sharia Khan. Just 2 runs given away and a wicket taken of Shiva. So 3 overs up, 12 for 2. And a strike rate of 4. An asking rate getting closer to 9. Well, cricket is a fun game, and not just the people who are playing, but mostly the audience here having a lot of fun at each other. If you're hearing it, it's all in jest and fun.
This is wonderful competition, brings the best out of everybody, and it's a beautiful opportunity for everybody. The youngster is back into the attack again. You cannot call him youngster anymore. He has done very well for the Strikers.
Well, He's already into the second game, so we call him a veteran now.
Is that the qualification now that you play 2 games, you become veteran?
Well,
That sense, super veteran Josh is on strike.
well, going by IPL, Jaiswal just into 3 games, and he was being trolled for not being fast enough.
Oh wow, that is IPL for you. This is Rohan Postnapalli. He's got a beautiful line and length and punches it down to mid-on for a quick single there. Rohan is hitting a beautiful line and length. He's keeping the ball full and straight and not giving room for the batsman to get under the ball or swing across the line. He's moving the ball beautifully as well. Nice and easy action. Tall, lanky fellows. All these youngsters are all tall and lanky.
Yes, a lot of activity on the sidelines. A lot of people watching the game, and it's setting. The sun is going down. Uh, as you can see on the right hand side, you see long shadows drawing out. Oh, that's beautifully driven by Sanjay to the mid-off slide misfield by Adnish. Is it Adnish?
Yeah.
And run taken on him. As I was speaking, the sun setting on the right side of your screen. Shadows you can see. A lot of people biking, running, walking around the perimeters of this ground. And the fun part is that this is the final game of the minor league exhibition games, and you'll see both the teams enjoying it. They're betting on their IPL teams as well. This is shot, hit driven back. No, that's past. That's past the fielder place there on mid on. Past Adnesh runs away for a boundary for 4. And fielded by myself. The ball was fielded by myself. With your legs.
Luckily, you're outside the field. That was a good hit by Josh. He powered it down to mid-off, mid-on, I mean. Rohan. Ooh, that was a beautiful shot. What a shot. That was hit with some power. Josh opened his face, gave himself a little bit of room, and hit it square off the wicket towards the point region for a boundary, and asked the bowler to bowl a few more of that. I think at the end, nice banter and toward the runner's end. You saw that Josh was talking and Rohan was looking. So that's how the game is played, with full spirit, and we love this now here. And the youngster has to respond now. 2 boundaries of 2 balls. But you got to give credit to these youngsters. They are bowling to not too easy batsmen here at all. At their level, they might be good, but they are being thrown in the fire by their captains, trusted by their captains. They respond really well. This is beautiful bowling by Rohan. He has a man deep mid wicket, and good shot coming along more there. Both teams are animated now. That was a good shot by Josh. It's a shot, bounced it, invited Josh to go for a hook. Josh declined it, just tapped it to mid wicket for a single, and created some more chat between the teams.
Yes, you can see the captain Pranay Suri cheering up. He knows he has got 180 to defend, but still. Oh, that's a good shot by Sanjay, driven straight to the mid-wicket area. Sharir Khan putting his body behind it, no run given. He's asking them to give 100% on this game, and he knows there is a chance for them to take away the exhibition cup, and they might are in the sight. And Josh and Sanjay trying to give an answer. After end of 4, they're 23 for the loss of 2 wickets. Those 2 wickets are expensive. Both the openers are gone, Shiva and Shivam. Josh on 11 and Sanjay on 3 have to build a Blazers inning, and they may have to accelerate at some point in time. 2 more overs to go in the power play. Shahriar Khan continuing his 3rd over. He has been really doing well, and he put Shiva in all kinds of trouble. The field all inside. We have deep mid wicket, and everyone else inside of 30. No, we have a long on. Oh, that's an edge. Is it? No, it passed the bat. He was fishing for it. Sharir Khan bowling, taking the ball, moving it away from the batsman. Good bowling.
Yeah, Sherry Khan typically bowls in swingers for the left-hand batsman, which is the away swinger for the right-hand batsman. Now this time around for Josh, he brought one a special one that pitched just outside the off stump and moved away and had Josh in fishing. Nothing happened though. Full toss.
Oh,
That
in
was
the
hit
air.
with some power. Oh my God. That was hit with some power. I mean, you expect a Sharia Khan kind of fielder to stop it, but Sharia Khan was at the bowling crease, watching with disbelief that the fielder missed it. But that was hit with some power. And Josh is not holding back. He's up to the competition, up to the chat. He's keeping everybody on their toes.
Yes, that was beautifully driven. I think in the off the front foot, past that mid-off fielder, raced to the boundary for four. Sharir Khan bowling his next ball, same direction. This one they're going to steal a single on the fielder. Misfield there. Yes, Josh is going to push those fielders. He knows the asking rate here is very high. He's close to 10 at this moment. They move on to 28 for loss of two, and Rohan was hit for two fours back to back, and so was Sharia Khan, hit for a beautifully hit stroke. Brings Sanjay on strike. Three more deliveries to go in this over. 28 for two. They should be looking at least 10, 15 runs coming in for the next over.
They definitely want to make the most of the power play overs, and they're doing all they can. Josh hit that ball. Oh, that hit the keeper
No, no,
somewhere.
he didn't go in. It's the first slip.
No, it hit him somewhere in his knee or something. That ball kept very low and beat the batsman and almost beat the keeper too. But Rahul Jariwala did very well to stop it. Took it in one in his body, or one in his body, as they say, and Shahir Khan back to the last ball of the over.
Oh, hit high. Beautiful.
Ooh, what a shot!
That's six. What an angle to play that shot. It is almost a beautiful cover drive. Just enough air to it. It was like a flying kiss to the covers.
That's what you want to call it because he didn't hit it too hard. He
Yeah.
just caressed the ball over extra cover for it. If you bowl a little fuller here in this length, this has become very interesting now. This has become really interesting. I was thinking this was the last ball of the over, but it is the fifth ball of the over. And wait again, the ball is lost in the bushes. I think it'll take the commentary team to go there and figure. Oh, they found the ball. Okay, Adnesh found the ball in the bushes. This was very clean hitting. This is what exactly you want to see in this kind of pitch, where if you're playing within the V and playing to the merit of the ball, there's a lot of value for your shots. And Sanjay has just proved in the morning, in the early innings, Rahul Jariwala and Narsing and Gary all proved that. Sharia Khan for his last ball of the over, pitches in line, takes it just little outside the off stump, and Sanjay does very well to tap it down to third man for a single, keeps the strike. 36, 35 for two in 5 overs. As you said, maybe they're looking at another 10 overs, last over. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to bowl the last of the power play overs. I think it is going to be Rohan Posnapalli. He's bowled really well in the morning.
Definitely, yes. I think the confidence being reposed on these two bowlers by Captain Pranay speaks for it. And Rohan, definitely the younger man here, he has been able to get breakthroughs for strikers, and he did so for this game as well, getting Shivam, Sanjay on strike, and so Josh on the non-striker end. They have a mm, long off, extra cover, two men on the boundary, rest inside of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in the off. Rohan. Oh, this is hit hard through the covers. That should go for a swing. Well, I mean, what a placement of that shot is. He saw that ball, enough height. Again, a tennis shot, but into the gaps. Gets him the 4 that he requires.
Absolutely, that was wonderfully hit. This time he had ample time because Rohan Posnapalli came, pitched it short and wide. It sat up nicely for Sanjay, who always seemed to have enough time to play any ball from
Right.
any bowler, and this one was way too easy, and he did pass the extra cover, a little on the full, but went with some power to the boundary. Rohan to Sanjay, full straight, tapped it to short extra
Oh
cover.
no, no,
Oh
no.
my God!
Hey,
That,
Oh, yeah.
oh, more misfield there,
running is
and
going
that is
way.
going
No,
away
no, no,
for
not,
No,
not,
no,
not
not
going,
going,
not
not
going.
going, not going, not going.
more runs there. Oh my
India,
God,
right?
that was a sure shot run out. The batsman had given up, hitting it straight to Gary in covers. Gary had all the time in the world to hit the ball, no backup from the mid-on fielder, and that went past him and costed them two more extra runs, 3 runs for that shot after the four, and
I think Gary had to go for it. He knew getting a wicket there would have put more pressure on the Blazers, but missing the wicket, no direct hit. Unfortunately, no backup, so they lose two more runs. Josh face Rohan. Rohan balls full outside off. That's a good delivery. That's a dot ball, and he's counting on those dot balls there. He has been hit for a beautiful four by Sanjay, and that was a sweet shot from him. And those 3 runs, or second delivery, I think uh, the strikers understand that they can't let it low. They have to be on top of their game here if they want to win this because it's a batting pitch at this moment. And if the batsman can get going, Rohan to bowl to Josh. Pitch slow into the air. Sir Pranay takes the catch. This is a similar shot and similar wicket. He got out last weekend in the same shot. Pitched him to go for that pull shot, and he played into the batsman. And Pranay is standing there, takes a catch. Oh, that's easy. The guys have to take it easy. This is a cricket game of cricket. And Josh leaves. That's unfortunate for Blazers. I think this pair had to be staying there for long, and Josh trying to go for the shot, not getting enough onto it. Hit hard, but straight to Pranay. Pranay getting his second catch, and Rohan, Rohan, Rohan getting a second wicket in this game as well.
absolutely, that was beautiful bowling. I mean, he was putting a back of the length and inviting Josh to go for a shot through the mid wicket, but it just sat up a little bit more than what Josh was expecting and bounced a little higher and hit the splice and went straight to Pranay. Was very happy to take that catch, and this is the fourth catch he has taken since morning. And Skanda Rohit Sharma brings Skanda to the crease. Skanda has Rohit Ramkumar's picture instead of his own picture there. So the picture you saw was Rohit Ramkumar's, but Skanda is here in, and he's been given a warm welcome by all the strikers. This is a pair that you want to see bat through the inning, Josh and Sanjay. But that little bit of conversation there in the middle, I think, costed that wicket. I think that was very smart bowling by Rohan after being hit for four and next ball going for three. This is very good bowling.
I felt the striker set Josh up on that shot, and I think the short pitch ball was purposely delivered. Josh couldn't find the gaps. He found the fielder and found the best fielder, Pranay, who has been taking all those catches. So Rohan and Pranay and the strikers must be happy here. They got their third wicket of the Blazers, 42 for 3, the sixth over running. Oh, this one bowled to Skanda. Skanda gets behind the ball, taps it to the mid-on area, no run. I think definitely Blazers are, in terms of cricketing here, are under pressure. They were just trying to open up their innings, and Josh and Sanjay were doing going nicely. Uh, had they Josh stayed in there, I think would have been dangerous for strikers.
But all credit due to the youngster Rohan Posnapalli striking again. Again, same line, same length. Skanda gets inside the line, taps it to short square leg, takes a single, and that's the end of Rohan's beautiful over.
Yes, Rohan has been among the wickets. He has bowled 2 overs, 12 runs, and 2 wickets. And Sharir Khan, his partner, 2 overs, 11 runs and a wicket. So almost going toe to toe there. Both the bowlers in the morning game and now being very effective for strikers. Strikers making a bowling change. They're going to get Watsal, the left arm spinner, to come into bowl. I think end of the power play opens up the choices of the field setting.
And Vatsal bowled really well this morning as well in the morning game. And strikers are spoiled for choices with all the youngsters doing really well. They don't have to dig deeper. They have all their good choices now. They have Srini Raghavan, the left arm spinner, and Vatsal. But captain once again handing the ball to another youngster.
I think there's also an advantage they have with the score being so high. I think he's ready to take the chance, and if they're hit for runs, he can always make the change. But I think strikers definitely in the game now with the total and the wickets they are taking. Watsal around, left arm around to Skanda. Skanda driving front foot forward. I think Skanda needs to just stay there. In the morning, he missed an opportunity on a full toss. He got out. I think he will remember that and then keep his mind in the game.
He is a very good batsman. He's a very batsman of very high caliber here in Bay Area for the youngsters. Um, he's done really well. That ball spun a long way, pitching in middle and going further away. Skanda lets it go. This is a beautiful ball. He flighted the ball, invited the batsman to come down, but dipped the ball and turned it. All happening in that one ball. Vatsal to Skanda. Skanda is still feeling the ball. That's what one bat inning can do for you, but he's too good of a batsman to get himself into a shell. He will do well to rotate the strike and get the best batsman on strike now.
He's definitely staying low and he cut that ball into the point area. He's going to get two for that. He's definitely a good runner between the wickets. I think all he needs to do right now is to pair up with Sanjay and probably rotate the strike and have Sanjay get the time to build the innings as he is Sanjay is on 17 and Skanda off the mark. He's already on 3. So I think if they can just stay in there, I think they should be able to get some runs. Watsal, left arm around. Oh, he comes forward. Again, a leading edge there. I think Skanda needs to be careful. I think he loves to flick that ball, and I think they are trying to force him to do that. And luckily, there was no edge. He got enough bat, runs away to long off area and get a single. Pranay is waiting for that. He's hoping that he plays that shot. Watsal to Sanjay. This one, not enough bat, but still runs away to mid off. They get a single. Yes, that's definitely a good over. They just get 4 runs off it. 47. The score is 47 for 3, end of 7. I think strikers would be happy with their bowling effort.
And the Blazers would want to keep themselves in the hunt. They would want to be within one or two shots of that required run rate at all times. Here, if you look at it, just 1 over of 3-4 runs and then takes the required run rate to 10.31. And that's what these big scores can do. That brings the other left armer into the attack, Srini Raghavan, who has a beautiful flight and drift and turn. And facing him is Sanjay. Sanjay has played really well, but you would want somebody on the other side who can rotate the strike. And what better player choice than that? Choice than Skanda, who runs really, really hard and rotates the strike really, really well. This is in Davies. This game is happening in Davies, and it's a very active community. You see a lot of joggers behind your screen. Not at this hour, but most of the time.
Oh, well, that's Srini going diagonally across and around to the right hand Sanjay, who drives it towards the extra cover area. He gets a single off bowler. Yes, you can see a lot of people walking around, walking the dog, running, and UC Davis, the University City, very active community. Srini to Skanda. Oh, he plays off his patch. Oh, no, 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 gone. Gone. He's gone.
Gone. Isn't it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was unnecessary. Sanjay was almost going off. The ball was hit closer to the fielder. He was trying to say, take a single. Yes, both are chatting there. So take it easy, guys. You already lost 3 wickets there. No, 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 you don't need to get those runouts going. And umpire was not interested in that appeal, but it was very close call. Srini to Skanda. Forward. I think Skanda needs to take it easy. He is quick between the wickets. I think right now he needs to settle down.
Yeah, that was a bit of a teaser. He hit the ball to the left of the fielder there, but where Sanjay saw a run and Skandar didn't, that was the kind of ball. He lets the ball come onto him, taps it to the empty short square leg area, takes a single. This is beautiful bowling by
Srini.
Srini Raghavan. This is, wonderful exhibition of left arm spin. Every dot ball is putting pressure on the batsman. You could see it in there, and you could see that the strikers desperately want Sanjay's wicket when they are appealing for that. Ooh, that was hit with some power, full and straight on to Sanjay. Sanjay did well to take his leg out, pumped it back to deep mid wicket for a single.
Yes, I think we have seen him do this in the previous games. He digs it out of that block hole and got a single on the mid wicket and also gets team to 50. Loss of 3 wickets. Skanda in comes dancing down, lofts it past that close in field in circle to the extra cover for a single. I think between these two, I think Skanda is quick off his feet, but I think both of these batsmen need to stay. I think if they have to make a game out of this innings here, they need to go past that 100 in the next 2-3 overs. Right now they are 51 for 3, end of 8. Watsal continuing his second over. Well, you can see the breeze just turned around. Now it's going from the north to south. It's interesting. It just an hour it was the opposite. Now it's changed directions. So if it is going in towards the batsman, it's going to help the bowlers. And turned again.
Indeed, and the last ball of the last over, Skanda went inside out. That's one of the most productive shots in this manner. He again comes down the wicket, edges inside edge down, trickling down to long on for a single. But if you look at it, I mean, if the ball is within the stump line, you go inside out over extra covers. That's one of the boundary hitting options, and that's what Skanda is trying to do. But he will do well as he settles in. He will do well to rotate the strike and give the strike to Sanjay. Sanjay facing a short pitch ball, arm ball, pitching and coming straight at him. He does well to give himself some room to tap it a short extra cover for a single.
Well, yes, that was a quick single taken of Pranay Suri, and Pranay Suri smartly doesn't throw it too hard, just throws it lightly back to the keeper because there was no backup behind him. And Watsal, the left-arm bowler, doing well, and both the batsmen trying to get as many singles off his bowling. Left arm around for Skanda, full toss. Oh, he played it safe. This is over the infield to the extra cover area. This is the second time he's done that. He gets a single for that. I think he's controlling that shot. He's not intending to go over past the boundary. He's just trying to cream those singles, waiting for those bad balls. But Watsal not giving it away. It's a good contest. Watsal around. This time Sanjay, he flicks it into the air, but safely. The deep mid wicket fielder comes into field, 1 run. So singles being taken off every ball.
I don't think the strikers will mind those singles, and Skanda is teasing the fielders, inviting them to come inside with his inside out shots, popping it up. He does that again, comes down and well fielded by Vatsal. Youngsters battling it out in the middle. Vatsal, USA under 19 player, Skanda, one of the promising young talents, 17 years old, batting with another promising young talent, Sanjay. Vatsal has adopted his leg. Ooh! That one stayed real low. Skanda was going back foot and trying to cut it, completely missed the ball. before even he could bring the bat on, this ball skidded and hit the stumps. And that brings the end to Skanda's innings. He was getting off and on start, but that was bowled well by Vatsal. Given credit to the bowler.
Yes, he played going down the pitch and reaching the ball and then playing either straight or to the extra cover area. This one, he wanted to go back foot and cut it. The ball just stayed low and he couldn't get his bat in time. And he is clean bowled by Watsal. Watsal would be happy. And strikers getting one more wicket. The Blazers losing their fourth wicket just for 55 runs under 10 overs here. 9 overs up. 9 overs. Ninth over still running.
9 done, 55.
9 overs, 55 runs, and loss of 4 wickets. And this is again a repeat of the morning game for them.
Yeah, somehow the batting for the Blazers relied too much on Sanjay, and we haven't seen very many players coming well for them. A couple of odd helping hands to Sanjay. Shivam Mishra played well in the morning with Sanjay and everything, but they haven't had anybody to go through the innings with Sanjay, just like Narsingh or Gary did in the morning. Skanda gone for 8 of 15 balls. That brings Shamit Pasula, the wicketkeeper, into the crease. Shamit is a very beautiful straight player. He got out to an unlucky ball in the morning. This was an arm ball by Vatsal last ball that he bowled to Skanda. Skanda failed to read it and he was playing for the cut and missed it completely. Srini Raghavan, full, straight. Srini is bowling beautifully. That nice loop, nice dip, and bowling to his field, inviting the batsman to come down and hit it over the extra cover, which is what Skanda was trying to do most of the time. But Shamit has just come in and wanted to take a few balls and get his eye in. Oh, that was beautifully played. That he allowed the ball to come in, cut it to vacant third man area, and took a beautiful 2 runs. That was very well played by Shamit.
I feel that's the exact shot which Skanda wanted to play, but the bowler cheated him on that and brought the ball in and undoing of Skanda. Uh, Shamit played really well off the shot. He stay there. Front foot forward beats him. Given out. Caught behind. Is it caught behind? I think so. It is. A edge taken off Shamit's ball. What a beautiful ball that was. Outside off, coming in, kisses the bat, and Rahul takes the catch. And the fifth wicket of Blazers going down. My. I don't know. Blazers not having a good day here. 58 for 5 in the 10th over. Goodness me. So it looks like completely in favor of strikers now.
Absolutely. I mean, this is very good bowling. Like I was saying, it was a beautiful loop and dip and turn. And if you go for a cut outside the V, you're going to play the price. And exactly that's what is going on with two of these left armers bowling beautifully in tandem and striking one wicket in each of their overs now. Srini is bowling beautifully as well, and Vatsal Vagela, 2 overs, 8 runs for 1 wicket, and Srini Raghavan, 1.4 overs, 7 runs for 1 wicket. That ball dipped and turned and had him cut and missed the ball, took the edge, and Rahul does well to take the catch.
Well, I'm completely confused. Well, when strikers were playing, it looked like a batsman pitch, and suddenly it's on a bowler's pitch now.
It's just what you make up in your mind. I mean, so these bowlers have been bowling very well, and you don't have anybody who's hitting the ball as well as Rahul was hitting or Narsingh was hitting. Especially the way that Rahul was batting was beautiful.
You're absolutely right. And now Arnav Iyer in the middle. First ball, stayed low, goes back, cuts it. No, there is no need for a run there. He just come in. Sanjay wanting to get across to the other side. Arnav doing well to say no. It went straight to the fielder there. The small change in the field. He's pushing the fielders back. I think he's going to make him either hit the ball in the air or pull. Let's see. Going around.
This is the last ball of the over, so they want Arnav to take a single. And these two batsmen know that game very well. And they just stop the ball, and he is smartly given the strike back to Sanjay as the over ends. That's a beautifully bowled over from Srini. These two guys have been bowling in tandem really well. This is the second game in a row that they have done that. Excellent bowling, an excellent bowling change by Pranay. It was done really well, marshaled his resources really, really well. And what kind of talent he has at his disposal to
12 runs
bowl.
and over.
Well, credits to the strikers team. They have put in all the young guys in their roster and got them in to play. We had Rohan doing well, Vatsal doing well. Vatsal coming into bowl his third over. Little bit flatter. Hit high in the air. Past Gary's reach to the extra cover. I think one run for Sanjay. Yes, that's what you would say to Gary. He said like, guys, you got to dive for it. No, I think it went very fast past him. Vatsal, left arm around for Arnav Iyer. Flats in it. Goes forward, drives it. Now Gary is in action. Throws it back to the keeper. That was a nice take by the bowler. He checked where the stumps are. Extra cover. Long off, long on. Deep mid wicket. Backward square. We have point. We have short cover. Mid wicket. Oh no, waiting for it. Just gets a tickle on that bat. Runs it down to the third. Gets a single. He's off the mark. Three more deliveries to go in this over.
That edge of the bat is officially a T20 shot nowadays. It trickles down to third man and not going too far. Vatsal is not giving too much pace to his ball, and it trickles it down to third man and looking for two there. No, that was well fielded by Nataraj and Natu Agarwal. Natu is the common name now. Natu Agarwal is also called Natu. T. Natarajan from Sunrisers is also called Natu.
Oh, well, the short names are sometimes very common. Vatsal to bowl to Arnav. Fuller does well to dig it out. Straight back to the bowler. No run. The spinners are containing the batsmen here and losing those wickets is adding pressure to the Blazers batting line. They must be thinking, how will they get themselves out of this? They need to at least get to the 100 very soon. 61 for the loss of 5. This one, oh, flatter and coming onto the wicket. Makes room, hits it to the extra cover, single run. End of a wonderful over by Watsall.
62.
I think that must be his third over. He finishes his third over, 12 runs and a wicket. The economy rates of this bowlers compared to the Blazers looking very different.
Absolutely, this is two different games going on. The innings of strikers was looks like it was played in a different wicket, and this looks like. But if you notice that the spinners have done really well, and the pacers have hit the deck hard, and that kept the ball slower because of the spongy bounce, and the spinners have slowed the ball down, not giving any room or any width. Look at that. That was almost a full ball, but the batsman had ample time to go back and tap it.
Yes,
So this has been the hallmark of the strikers bowling so far.
yes, I think Srini is trying to get a fast one onto Arnav. He's going around diagonal. This one is slower and flatter. It gets an edge towards to the square leg. They get an easy single. I think they're changing the strategy for Arnav and Sanjay. The field setting getting a little more squarer and deeper for Sanjay. And they're getting the field in for Arnav, the new bat. Srinivas to Sanjay. Waits it high into there. That should go for 6. What a shot this guy. Another flying kiss.
Now this one he waited on it. He saw the ball was coming slower. He had ample time, and he has fast hands to swing at it, and he does really well to get a 6. That's a welcome boundary for the Blazers, but that is not enough. They need a few of those shots, but they have their best batsman out in the middle, and if the other batters support him from the other end, I think He'll make a contest out of this. The inside edge trickles it down to mid wicket. Sanjay was disappointed, throwing his head back. He would have wanted much more than a single there.
Yeah, that particular shot before this, we went for a towering six on the extra cover area, was sweetly timed. And the following delivery got a bottom part of the bat, not going too far. Srini to Arnav, flatter and faster. He plays it towards Coach Gary. There's a misfield. Are you thinking of no single? No. Well, yes, Gary, the fielder there, very quickly onto the ball. And Sanjay and Anu have to put their heads down there and fly the ball. This one coming in into middle, beats him, turning away from him. Beautiful bowling by him. One that made him come into his wickets, and this one going away. Arnav, a tall man, tries to reach the ball, but Srini pitching the ball in a beautiful territory.
Absolutely, these two have been bowling beautiful areas so far, beating the batsman, moving the ball away. This, in a typical T20 match, you see the leg spinners bowling the similar line and length and beating the batsman. Now these two have been done really well. Vatsal Vayala bowling his fourth over. He's so far bowled 3 overs for 12 runs for 1 wicket, and Srini Raghavan has bowled 3 overs, 15 runs for 1 wicket, except for that sixer that went in the last over from Sanjay's bat. These two have done really, really well.
Yes, Sanjay moves on to 32. Watson coming back to bowl. So Sanjay, little bit shorter, pulled towards the long on area. They're going to get a single for sure. They are thinking of two. Arnav sends the batsman back. Good throw back to the keeper, and that was a good call. Sanjay has got 32 of 21 deliveries with 1 4 and 2 sixes. He's the only one to get those maximums in for the Blazers. Arnav Iyer on 3 of 10. Very careful innings there. This one stayed very, very low. Not able to reach to that ball. I think he needs to get his feet wider if he wants to get lower. A tall man. Vatsal to Arnav. Shorter. Driven. Straight to Pranay. No run there. He needs to find gaps now. He stepped out, made room, but couldn't find the gap. Vatsal will be happy. He's done wonderful bowling so far. He's going to end with a nice stats. Driven into the air, past Pranay Suri's hands. They're going to get one for sure. Are they going to turn for two? No. Oh, good throwback by Adnesh to the bowler. They wouldn't have chanced a second on that. Vatsal doing wonderful bowling here. Singles, he wouldn't mind. 72 for 5. 13th over running. This one coming in. Oh, stayed low. Pass Gary. Dives for the ball. Stops it. Wonderful fielding by Gary there. It was in the gap, but couldn't go past that. Sanjay was trying to find that gap. He gets only a single. The last delivery to be bowled by Vatsal's spell of 4. The final delivery to Arnav. He comes in around shortish. Well played. I think defensive shot with respect. And that ends a wonderful, wonderful spell by Vatsal Vagela. 4 overs, 15 runs and a wicket.
That was beautiful bowling. All good areas all along, all day. This is not the first time he did that. He did that in the morning game as well. This is wonderful bowling. I mean, if you remember, Vatsal Vagela was a left-arm pacer who opened the bowling all through his under 15s, under 16s. I would even say under 17s, and he switched to leg spin, and he has done really, really well to bowl. He has kept the batsman really, really quiet, and bowled 2 beautiful spells so far, and has contributed really well with the fielding as well. Morning he took 2 catches, and now he has done really well. That brings Abbas Jaffrey for his first over.
Okay. Abbas in the first morning game was the player of the match for his both batting and bowling, and he did amazing bowling as well. Very quick off his shoulders. He was able to generate a lot of pace and was able to take those wickets for strikers. Abbas coming into bowl to Sanjay. This one equally quick, hit hard towards the mid off, long off area. Adnesh stopped the ball. He doesn't take a run. He doesn't go for a run. Well, he wants to play Abbas. Well, Sanjay has some thought process going in his mind. Abbas coming in to bowl. Wide arm over. Quicker, shorter, hit, pass Gary. This time they go for a run.
Yeah, if you look at it, Sanjay's thought process was very correct. I mean, he's 25 of 35 of 25 balls. Arnav has played 14 balls for his 4 runs. So, and chasing score as 180, your best batsman want to be forming the strike. And so, he's trying to do the right thing there for his team, Sanjay, by not taking that single off the first ball. But the second ball squirted down to covers for a single. Took the one, now a bus to Arnav.
Oh,
And that
nice,
was
nice, well
flicked
played.
very well played down to fine leg. That was a beautifully hit shot for a boundary.
Well, nicely flicked by Arnav. He waited on that ball at the last minute, used his wrists to flick it away to the very fine leg area for a 4, and that's the first boundary from him. He would be happy, and so would be his partner. And the Blazers, they need more of those. The score moves on to 78-5. Just 100 more runs.
100 more runs in how many balls left now?
Just say 6 plus overs.
39.
39 balls.
Oh, that beats it.
That was full and straight, and Arnav going for an extra government cover drive, missed it completely. This is the kind of bowling you would want, keeping the batsman in check. That last ball was a little too straight, and Arnav was quickly onto it, flicked it to fine leg. The fine leg was deep inside the 30-yard. Oh, that was very well bowled. This is what you want to see from Abbas. He mixes his pace really well. This was a slower one, and Arnav in all kinds of knots.
Yes, I think he has seen Arnav play that flick shot, so he's not giving room for him. He's forcing him to make some room and play and back foot. This one coming forward. That's a better shot. Oh, past Pranay Suri's left hand to the extra cover. 1, they're coming back for 2. Sanjay running in, Arnav running in. Ball coming into the keeper. Beautiful run by the both players and end of Abbas's first over. The score now moves on to 80, and now it's just 100 runs tied.
100
6 runs,
off
6 overs to do it.
30 balls. That's a lot of boundaries to hit.
Well, 2020 game, I think there are five wickets in hand. I think if there has to be onslaught, I think it have to begin somewhere around this over now.
Yes, and another young fast bowler has been given the ball. Adnesh Tonle, one of the quick ones across Bay Area among the youngsters. And he's been given a 5-4 field. 5 fielders outside the boundary, outside the 30-yard circle, not outside the boundary.
Well, Adnesh Tonle is a tall man himself, young man, uh, medium fast bowler. He has the opportunity to bowl, and captain looking at the total and the number of wickets fallen, he wants to bring him in at this crucial stage where the two other young man in the middle batting for Blazers. Avnesh, right arm over to bowl to Sanjay. Comes into ball. Fuller hit hard. First ball
shot.
sent past the
What a
side screen
shot.
into the dugout area
Gary
through
shot,
the trees for a huge 6. What a welcome he's given.
It was a Gary shot.
Adnesh coming in to bowl first over immediately. Sanjay launching him over straight behind him for a 6. Yes, Pranay Suri coming back and telling Adnesh, don't bowl him on the slot. He is going to go for it, and the 6 overs. Oh my goodness, this leg umpire calling for a no ball. I would wonder why. Is it the number of fielders?
Oh,
It is the number of fielders.
third one was deep.
They didn't adjust, and the fielding team, the captain is angry. They get a free hit. Sanjay. Now Adnesh has to work hard. Adnesh coming into bowl to Sanjay. Hit hard again. This is coming the other way. Extra cover. 6 again. Sanjay is not going to lose chance. I think Adnesh was trying to still bowl into that slot. I think he needed to Ball either a little bit shortish.
Well, that's a sharp welcome by Sanjay for
No balls,
Adnesh to the attack.
no?
You know, it's bowling to Sanjay is as good as bowling to Narsingh because he's one of the ones who's seen the ball really, really well. So Adnesh might be thinking he's bowling a cricket ball. Sanjay sees a football and hits it.
I think that two hits takes Sanjay closer to the 50. He's at 47. Adnesh to bowl to Sanjay. Better ball, hit an edge towards the mid wicket. They're going to go for one. Are they going to pushing for two? They're going to take on Sharir Khan straight to the. Oh, hits the wicket. He's gone. Oh no, run out again.
हाथ से किया क्या?
Sharir Khan coming in from the deep mid wicket, running in, throws it straight to the wicket, hits the wicket, gets Arnav run out. I think they had to go for runs, and Sanjay was running to the batting side, and Arnav was running for the danger end. And a good fielding effort by the strikers gets Arnav run out. Arnav was just getting into his game. They lose the sixth wicket for score
Zaki Sultan.
for a score of 94. The 15th over running. So that brings in Zaki Sultani, the leg spinner, into the bat. Adnesh to bowl to Sanjay. He cuts the ball to the third man area. He is not going to go for that. Stays in his crease, and that's unfortunate for Arnav.
I think there was 2 runs in there all the time because if you're a non-striker and if you see somebody who is hitting the ball as clean as Sanjay, you would always want to take all the opportunities to give the strike to him. And I would say that you have to back up a little bit because nobody's man cutting here and take that opportunity to run. And Nano has long legs to run too and missed it. That was a miss hit by Sanjay. And he straight to the field, and this time around they're not going to take it. It brings Zaki Sultani to the strike. He's here because of Shreya Khan hitting the stumps from mid wicket, getting rid of Arnav, who was gone for 10.
Yeah, I think in the morning it was the tail end he got run out. That was okay, but this one he needed to be in the middle there because he and Sanjay were slowly building up the inning, and had he been there, it would have been a good support for Sanjay. So Zaki Sultani, a left-hand bat. Adnesh going around the wicket for him.
0-1 and अभी 2 बॉल बाकी है.
Right arm around for Zaki. Quickly onto it. Oh, he stopped. He says yes and stops. Ball went straight to short cover, and they get a single off the very first delivery, and Zaki Sultani is off the mark for 1 run. Sanjay is on 49. Adnesh to bowl right arm over for Sanjay. Short pitch down the leg. That should be called wide. That is a wide. Well, they will go take those runs.
Absolutely, and if you look at it, with the first ball itself, Sanjay has made his intentions clear by refusing the single. So he has made his intentions clear that he's going to farm the strike and hit as hard as possible to take the game to the deep end and see what happens. So this is good batting.
Yes, Adnesh over the wicket to Sanjay. Oh, this is hit hard. This is in the air between the both fielders. I don't think it's going to go all the way. That is extra cover coming in the field. They get a single. End of Adnesh's first over. Goes for 18 runs, and that's account of those sixes that was hit off him. The very first 2 balls by Sanjay. The score goes on to 98 for loss of 6. End of 15. 5 overs and a huge amount of runs to score. 82 to tie and 83 to win. So 5 overs would be 30 balls. 30 balls and 82 to get.
That's a tough ask, but Sanjay is not the one who's going to back out of the challenges. He has made his intentions clear. He's going to go after the bowling and forming the strike. That was full and that was hit with some power, and that's a boundary. You bowl one wrong ball, he's going to hit it. And that brings the 50 for Sanjay yet another time. He has been hitting really well and he has scored every single time he's been asked to perform. He has performed really, really well. And if you ask me, after all the exhibition games, he has been the find of that and he's raises his bat. Absolutely wonderful batting. And at this rate, if he goes, he might get another 50 runs. That was hit with some power again. That was boundary.
He has changed the blade. You see, he's angling the bat more. He knows the fielders are up front in the front, so he angles the bat and hits it a little squarer towards the point and deep point area, and both of them getting him 4 runs. The last over he hit 2 shots, and both of them were 6, and this one are both back-to-back 4s.
Absolutely, and Sanjay is taking up the challenge, but Abbas Jafri is a cool customer. He's not on the field. He remains on the field, and the bowls a slower one. That was almost hit to the fielder in long on. Just a triple unlucky. He was trying to hit it to the cow corner, and just timed it too good. Falls just short of the long on fielder, and a single is taken. Zaki Sultani, I don't know if you know him very well, but he has scored 100 in the last week's game, 123 not out in one of the league games. And he's a handy bat and plays really well. And hit that ball powerfully down to long on again for single. It's rotating the strike well now.
Well, both the teams are equally placed with right hand and left hand, both batting and bowling. And it's nice to see Zaki, the left-hand batsman, coming in. There was a powerful drive onto the long on, getting him a single. Oh, this is a fast ball to Sanjay. Straight hit back to the bowler, well fielded by Abbas. Dot balls, love to have them. And if he can control any runs, he'll be happy. This is the last ball of his over, 108 for 6. Abbas comes in, hit hard, that's a top edge. That's going to be taken, I'm sure. Taken well by Adnesh. Sanjay didn't even wait, he started walking. The moment he hit the shot, he knew that he is gone. Well done, Sanjay. Another 50 from his bat. Well played. Yes, you can hear the claps all around for a young man who is able to carve out a game plan for any team he plays, and the Blazers are mighty happy with his performance. He departs at having 59 in 36 deliveries with 3 4s and 4 6s. What a game. In the morning game he had 66 off his blade and now 59. Well, that brings in Ruchir Joshi, I think. Yes, Ruchir Joshi is walking into bat. And a good catch taken by Adnesh. It was high, went very, very high. And the shot covers, wait for the ball and take the catch. And now he comes back to continue his second over, Adnesh Nodle. He'll be bowling to the new bat, Ruchir Joshi. Is it Ruchir Joshi?
Yes.
Yes, so there are 2 new bats, Zaki Sultani and Ruchir Joshi. Now 7 wickets down for 108 and 4 overs to go. That's definitely a tall ask.
That is a tough ask indeed. I mean, but you got to give credit to Sanjay, who has played a handy knock again for the second time in the same day, and he has proved himself as a very good talent. Ruchi Joshi facing the first ball from Adnesh, punches it down to long on for a single. But going back to Sanjay was disappointed at them, but you got to give credit to the bowler there. He was a crafty bowler, bowled a slower one after going full and straight, bowled a slower one. Sanjay missed out on that and it took an outside edge and went. But all along, he made his entire team proud. He made his family proud. I'm sure everybody who's watching. Oh, that was a shot and 2. That went all the way to the road. That was a very Sound hit from Zaki Sultani. He is making a statement there. Don't count me out just yet. I'm here, and he's announcing his arrival with full bludgeoned shot over
I think
long on, and that went to the road and stopped the traffic. And the ball is brought back by the volunteers. That was very well hit by Zaki Sultani. He loves hitting the ball whenever the opportunity presents. One of the practice matches, he hit the ball almost 95 meters.
Mhm.
That was some hit that I've never seen in the practice games, but he has done that. So I don't underestimate him to miss out on those balls. But Adnesh, that was triple wide. I think
Yeah,
it was called a wide. Zaki Sultani was trying to sweep that ball, I think.
well, the ball that he hit for a six over the long on area stopped the traffic. Definitely, the cars were afraid if they're going to hit them, but that was a long way. And I think Adne is trying to bowl a little bit wider for him off the off because he knows the Zaki's power now. So Adnesh going around the wicket for Zaki. Zaki coming out of the crease. This one nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. I don't think there was an edge, but since he came out of the crease, he bowled it short, and that was smart bowling. Adnesh getting a dot ball.
Indeed, he bowled it just outside the off stump, and Zaki was moving away, giving himself room to hit it over mid wicket cow corner area, but missed it completely. Adnesh bowled a beautiful ball there. He jammed it into the pitch, and that spongy bounce stopped him from going in full speed. Adnesh again jamming it again, and the same result. Beautifully bowled, Adnesh. That was a good comeback after being hit for a six. Youngsters are showing their mettle there. This is good bowling, and that prompts Richie to go and have a word with Zaki. You don't need to muscle every ball. Just keep rotating the strike.
Yes, he after having tasted that six, he wanted to go after Adnesh in the same area. I think both the times he came out of the crease and couldn't make contact. I think there's an open field in the extra cover area if he wants to hit there. Adnesh around the wicket. This time hit edged past. It's going to the keeper's gloves. Is it? Keeper under it takes the catch, and Zaki Sultani has to depart. The eighth wicket of Blazers going down at the score of 116, which was the total they had in the morning. He, he tried twice, and the third time he edged it, went high. Rahul Jariwala doing well. He chased the ball in the height and then getting his gloves underneath and taking a catch. Zaki Sultani leaves for score of 8. Let's see. I think it must be more. Let's get the score update. 3.
Yeah,
Zaki Sultani is caught. Rahul Jariwala bowled Adnesh for 8. So Adnesh gets his into the wicket taking list as well. It's interesting. All the striker bowlers have gotten a wicket. Shahryar Khan with 3 overs, 23 runs, 1 wicket. Rohan Posanapalli, 3 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets. Vatsal Waghela, 4 overs, 15 runs and a wicket. Srini Raghavan, 3 overs, 15 runs and a wicket. Abbas Jafri, 2 overs, 17 runs and a wicket. Adnesh bowling his second over, already got a wicket. No, no, no. Adnesh bowling it outside off. The wild swings are not going to get any runs. You need to get under the ball. End of Adnesh's second over, 26 runs and a wicket. So the wickets being split across all the bowlers for the strikers, and I think they are now sitting comfortably now.
absolutely. You would say that, and the credit goes to their bowling unit as well as their batting unit. All the departments have done really well for them. Even the fielders have not missed a catch, and the runouts they've executed it really well. And bowling, batting absolutely was wonderful on target, both of that. They had very good start from Rahul Jariwala and Srini Raghavan, and then this time they were excellent finishers in Narsingh Dinaran and Gary Graham. The bowlers have come in and hunted in pairs, as I say, both the opening bowlers and the left arm spinners. And Rohan Posnapalli bowled really, really well for an youngster.
I think the striker bowlers have really worked in a pack.
Yep. And that brings The captain Rusty Theron onto the crease, facing Abbas Jaffrey. Abbas Jaffrey's last over, getting rid of Sanjay, was one of the turning points of this game. Even though he went for runs, he knows that he has enough runs to take the wicket. One wicket they wanted, and they did that again. That slower ball, that slow leg cutters, and stopping in the pitch. And Rusty wanted to hit it, but completely mistimed it. This is the bowling, hallmark bowling of the strikers team.
I think Abbas for Rusty just slowed his bowling a little bit. This one faster. Hits him in the pad. Is running down his leg. I don't think it's before the wickets. They get one. There's an overthrow. They didn't look at it. I think batsmen should be looking at that. There was a chance of a second. Leg by given. And a throw at the wickets went past. The fielders on the leg were deep. They could have gone for a second. But anyway, Ruchir on strike now. 117 for 8. Abbas Jaffrey coming into bowl. Right arm out. Full hit. Hit towards the. Oh, long off. Ricochets off Rohan. I don't think they're going to go for second. It's just one off that shot. 118 for 8. I think they shouldn't be satisfied with this. They should go after the target.
But the bowlers are not giving them enough room to go anywhere. Except hitting it straight to the fielders. The bowlers are bowling beautiful. Look at that. That was a slower ball again, and this time around it's down the leg side. That's even with a short fine leg there, it is a criminal ball to bowl. I mean, if it touches the bat, it's going to trickle down for a boundary there. But he has a very fine leg, really fine. Abbas Jaffrey. Oh, that was a beautiful ball. That one didn't turn and pitched and went straight through. And Rusty was playing for a turn, missed it completely, and wickets were knocked off. That was beautiful bowling again by Abbas Jaffrey. This has been a total dominant bowling and batting and fielding by the strikers. They've been the team to beat, and they showed and they proved twice today why.
Yes, I think they have 2 overs and deliveries, almost 13 deliveries to play. I think Captain Rusty trying to dig it out, and as Abbas Jeffrey has been doing, he gets those quick, fast in swingers into the batsman, and this one straight to the Yorker land and cleans up the wickets of Rusty Theron. So the 9th wicket falling of Blazers in the 18th over, 119 for 9. I think this is a game close, and I can officially declare. No, I can't. I'll wait until the last ball is bowled. Dave Thadani, the last man for Blazers, coming in to bat. He's going to face Jaffrey's last ball of his over, and that would be the 3rd over Jaffrey's bowling. And Jaffrey getting his 2nd wicket today in the 2nd game. Yes, they are asking you to finish it off. I would say Blazers play all those two overs you still have in your hand. 119 for 9. In the morning they had 116. So 6 overs, 6 runs in over. Fast, straight to the wicket. Hits it back to the long on. You'll get a single. There were 120 for fall of 9 wickets. 2 more overs to go. 60 runs short. 12, 60 runs required. Do we have Shadley here?
You might want to send in Narsing.
Nursing would be good, yes.
This is a very tough ask. 36 runs each of 2 overs, almost 6 sixers. But the best buddies outside the field are facing each other now. Adnesh is bowling to Dave.
Adnesh bowling in. Oh, driven back. Nicely hit back to the mid-off area. Rohan collecting it. And Dave gets a single of that. Well, at least we can say everyone in the Blazers team has gotten a chance to bat in both the games. And the game is, and is this a cup? The exhibition finals are definitely going to be taken by the strikers. Adnesh coming into ball. Oh, misses. Is he gonna? No, he's not going to try and run out. Richard Joshi trying to do the antics. He is trying to come forward and hit it. Well, 121 for 9. Yes, it's an opportunity to score. Go for it. Adnesh getting his third over. And Pranay Suri and strikers, they know they have the game for sure. Adnesh coming into ball to Ruchir. Again, this one hit hard, gets an edge, running down to the fine leg. That should get them two, maybe more. That's going to go away. No, they stop. They get two for that. 123 for 9. Let me give the score update quickly.
This has been a thorough dominance by the strikers. They were the team to beat, and they proved why they were the team to beat today, with both the bat and the ball on the field, and they've done really good uh, name for themselves. That sets up the scene really well for the upcoming minor league actual games in spring of 2021, where we expect more grounds to be available.
Well, this is the final game of today and will be the conclusion of the minor league exhibition game. And just giving a quick score updates for the Blazers. Shiva Vashisht 1 of 7, Shivam Mishra 3 of 6, Sanjay Krishnamurthy standout 59, 36 of 36, 3 fours and 4 sixes, Josh Jashkam 16 of 10 deliveries with 3 fours, Skanda Sharma 8 of 15, Shamit Pasula 2 of 3, Arnavaya 10 of 18 with 1 4, Zaki Sultani 8 of 6 with 1 6 in it. Adnesh bowling. He gets a fine tickle on that, runs it down to the fine leg, very fine. Dave gets one. Zaki Sultani 8 of 6 with 1 6 in it. Ruchir Joshi still playing 5 of 6. Rusty Tiran gone for not having played 4 deliveries. Dev Tarani on strike with 3 of 3. Uh, Score at this moment 125 for 9, 19th over running. And the bowling credit Shariar Khan 3 overs 23 runs, 1 wicket. Rohan Posanapalli 3 overs 20 runs, 2 wickets. Adnesh coming into bowl. Oh, bowled him. That cleans up the entire Blazers inning. End of 19, 125 all out, and strikers win convincingly here. The morning game was almost a breathtaking tie, almost quitting the tie, and was won by the mighty 6 hit by Jaffrey. And this one, 180 runs on the scorecard by striker who looked like a huge mountain to cross. Uh, Sanjay was the only man who could have made some grounds, but not to be. The Blazers all out 19th over, and now we can officially declare strikers are the champion of the exhibition game in the Western Zone.
Absolutely, that was perfect display, thorough professional display by the strikers. They were the team to beat from day one onwards, and they have done really, really well. And they were given good run by the East Bay Blazers. East Bay Blazers have done really well in the last two games that they played against them. Very close game, but this last game against the East Bay Blazers, strikers have proven why they were called the top team, and it was very well done. And it's going to be a very easy decision to declare the man of the match this time around. It's going to be most likely Rahul Jariwala. The scorers and umpires are getting together, and we have USA Cricket Board of Directors here. Teams are shaking hands. That was not shaking hands. It's a it's a wonderfully played game. We do have a USA Cricket board member here.
I think Suraj, you might be needed there, right? We'll pull you back after the presentation. Sure. We are going to have a word with you.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah. So that is Suraj. We would like to hear from him. He's been in the minor leagues, and he knows the ins and outs of what has happened to the exhibition games and what would be the future for the minor league games across USA. We will move on to the presentation. The player of the match, Rajiv Tarani, and Surya Pasula, who has been our scorers, would be making the score updates and announcements. Umpires Ravi Shankar and umpire Sundaram, probably going to give the presentation of the player of the match.
I got it. We need this one.
We should see all the both the teams, strikers and the Blazers, in a short minute. The umpire's trying to probably get the wickets, and I think yes, you can see the second camera panning out into the fielders there, and yes, all the players there were well played games by them. These exhibition games have been really wonderful. The games played in Morgan Hill and the UC Davis ground here in the Arroyo Park has been the venue for most of the games, and we have seen some wonderful batting by Grizzlies, by Strikers and Blazers, and equally good bowling and fielding efforts, and a lot to mention. Right now, we'll go on to the presentation of the player of the match, and there are quite a notable performances today from both the sides with bat and ball. From Nursing, who got his 46 of 28 deliveries, 2 4s and 4 6s. Rahul Jariwala, 77, 57 deliveries, 5 4s and 6. Gary Graham, 30 runs of 13 deliveries, 3 4s and 2 6s. The bowling credits, we have Dev Tadani. Dev Tadani getting 2 wickets of his 4. And yes, we are ready for the presentation. Handing over the mic to Rajiv Tadani. Yes, well said. And that concludes the presentation of the player of the match. Goes to Rahul Jariwala for his wonderful 77 that set up the huge total for the strikers and eventually getting them to win. So we had two back-to-back games and both going in favor of strikers. The first one was seesaw battle, and this one now convincing victory for strikers. We will try to get Suraj here and get him to speak a little more for us. Hey Suraj, welcome to the commentary canopy here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, we would like to hear more about. Yes, you were trying to allude to what was going on behind the scenes, how this minor leagues came up, and how it has come so far. Satisfied so far?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with the efforts that we have taken because it is very challenging in COVID situation, right? And to have the compliance and to have actually to have people out here playing, it's a big thing. And I think I can at least say that Bay Area minor league has gone the way that we planned, and especially the people like you who are dedicated in coming and volunteering here. And it took a lot of volunteers, parent volunteers who came here and made the minor league even more achievable for us.
Yeah, definitely a good shout out to the all the parents and volunteers who are right now tearing down and packing up for this exhibition games, and hopefully they'll come back next year for the actual minor league tournaments to happen. Some takeaways for what you've seen so far?
I think we have learned a lot of things. We have learned about scheduling. We have learned about the pitches more because this is the first time we are playing in turf pitch, right, in the entire tournament. And we have learned a lot about it. There's a lot of takeaways on that. Scheduling takeaways are there, and then how we can do better draft next time, how we can give better opportunities to players, and how we can get more youth involved. Right, there is so many takeaways from this.
Yeah, that's one good part, especially about the youth that we have seen in the games that have been played. Grizzlies, our uh, Blazers, and Strikers. They have a good youth and senior mix going on. And today we got to see a lot of young players participate, both batting, bowling, fielding. They were on the top of the mark. They went for some runs, but that also tells about experience. So in future, as you see these teams grow, you see more of local guys come in and play.
Yes, I'm seeing more of local guys, and also I see the mixture and experience that the international guys bring in, like Rusty.
Right.
They have a game plan. They have who goes where, what to do, a lot of strategies, and our kids are getting exposed to that.
Right.
And I think because of that, they're going to learn a lot. And playing with international stars is going to bring them the experience that nobody can give them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, another thing, yeah, just a quick note. Trying to broadcast this to as many people. It's going on YouTube. You have the minor league app that is getting all the scores updates for everyone, not just watching live, but go back into the YouTube and you can see what the games are happening here, not just here, across the USA. So we are seeing some quality game showmanship also in the games and also around the support system that is coming up. We hope to see more. I think the technical side maybe have to a little more work and get the broadcast done better. We hope from our end we have done our job.
No, you've done an excellent job. At least we got the live stream going. Yes, we learned how to place the cameras. We learned how to get better Wi-Fi connections or whatnot. But I think overall the effort is there. It's just the things that are not in your control. You can't do anything. And this is we are already working with COVID,
Right,
so we
right.
can't work with that variable, and we can't be expect to be perfect. But there is a lot of takeaways on this particular topic.
Yeah, that is Suraj for us. And final word for the viewers, if you have any.
I think we're going to come back strong as a cricket community. I know a lot of people are going through this COVID situation. Just hold on there, and together we're going to come out of this. And next year we're going to make it even better for everyone.
Well, that we end this with a good promise, and we definitely want to hear from many more participants and people involved here. I hope I can get them. Otherwise, we will call it a day. But yes, I think we have Captain Rusty of our Blazers coming in here. Rusty, you're welcome. Well,
Hello.
it's my pleasure again to have you here. Tough luck.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think this morning quite a lot on the toss, with the wicket being quite wet again, and I think it's a big toss to lose in that situation. But saying that, we came close and we gave ourselves a chance. I was quite proud of the way we fought in that second innings, defending quite a low total against some good players, as you can see, particularly Narsing, obviously dangerous as well. And I think at that moment I said to the guys, it's probably the best opportunity we'll have to close off this series and finish top of the table. And the guys really responded to that, which was really great to see. A few guys executing plans nicely. So a lot of positives for us there. I think we've put a good campaign together. Disappointing not to finish on top this weekend. Uh, but I think there's a lot of good things to build on towards next season, which is ultimately, obviously, our main goal is to really lay a good foundation going forward to next year. And when it really matters, hopefully end up on top.
Rusty, a personal question.
Yeah.
Having come into USA, what was your thoughts about the minor league and how it shaped out for you? I know you have played all the games here. You have been 100% with your team, coming in much before any other team, practicing, getting the things going.
Yeah.
It seems a lot of professionalism from your past that you have brought into the minor league. I hope the folks here have also learned maybe some insight on that.
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, I'd like to create, I think as we all do, a professional structure here or a professional environment. And so for me, it's quite easy to put in that little bit extra work. If that's all it takes to create a little bit more professional environment, putting practice facilities into place, whether it's nets or drills or whatever it is beforehand. At the end of the day, it's a little extra time out of my schedule. But really, for the player, when he arrives to a venue like this or a training facility, with everything ready, prepared, and good to go, and organized properly, it really just creates that environment of a professional outfit immediately, rather than having to come up there yourself and do a bit of work yourself. So for me, I'm quite happy to do that personally, and I think it all comes down to the guys that we have as well. We have a great bunch of guys that are keen to learn, eager to get better, and I think we've really bonded well as a unit, really. And I think that will stand us in good stead going forward.
One particular question. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone has had their own performance, including yours
yeah,
through the bowling.
yeah,
Sanjay stands out. I
yeah,
mean, just from my third point of view,
yeah,
every game got in there, full
yeah,
commitment with the
yeah,
bat,
yeah,
even while he's fielding, bowling.
yeah.
Special mention about him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just to use the word surprise would be doing him an injustice, but I think every game that we've played, he's improved in some facet or shown just that little bit more of his ability, whether it be with the ball. Today, I thought executing very well with the ball to a particular plan. Uh, so today for me, that was the standout in his ability to showing his power at the back end, which I think a lot of people initially probably wouldn't have guessed or thought about him being quite a diminutive man, and not the strongest, muscular Andre Russell, you might think, but as we can see, able to hit the ball cleanly and powerfully as well. So I may be a surprise to some, but not to us. And beyond that, I think a great kid as well. And for me, overall, I think that's something we like to focus on within this unit here, is that we all are good people as well as good cricketers, but more so we enjoy each other's company and we play well as a unit. I think in my experience, yes, when we train hard and we try and be as thorough as professional as we can. But away from that, we need to enjoy ourselves and enjoy each other's company as well. And like I say, in my experience in the past, the teams that are just enjoy being together are the ones that are most successful, and I think we're starting to build that.
Uh, just on a personal note, are you
Yeah.
going to be hanging here? You're taking a vacation? You're going back home? What are you doing?
No, I'll be here. I'll be here doing some more work with the high performance program and everything here. So I'm looking forward to. I'll be working more with guys like Sanjay and Skanda, who for me is also another exciting a prospect from within our group. A young man that shows a lot of determination and will to get better, and certainly the abilities there as well. So I look forward to working with some of our more promising youth prospects, and hopefully make an impact into getting them into higher levels and under 19 side and going forward, and ultimately benefiting USA Cricket to be a full member nation.
On the ground conditions and the grounds we had just two grounds to
Uh-huh,
play, and
uh-huh.
of course you were constrained by the houses there.
Yeah,
You couldn't play both ends.
yeah.
But for that,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel the setups for these games was it appropriate enough for to play such a level of game?
I think for me, I've seen an improvement as we've gone on, which is all you want to see at the end of the day. I think facilities definitely, yes, can be improved, but we've seen a constant improvement. I think today was a little bit disappointing. I think understandably so. We had a late change of venue again. It was meant to be down at Morgan Hill. Late change to this one here, which obviously doesn't give everybody quite enough time to prepare as well as they would have liked, and also the change of weather. It's getting a bit colder now, not as much sun, so wicket gets a bit softer and it makes things harder. So other than this weekend, perhaps I thought we've seen a steady increase in the level of facilities and wickets out there. And for what we're trying to do and where we're trying to be, that's all you can ask for, is to keep improving, and I think we're doing that.
Yes, we have a lot of young kids, under
Yeah.
12, under 14, under 16 as well, playing in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
They couldn't come and watch these games, but I hope next time when you're really playing these games, they come and watch these guys and you all.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. As a volunteer here, coming in, see and players play at this IPL level, I would say, or the 2020 format,
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
And I thank you for coming and sharing all the things that you have
Yeah.
done in
And
the
thank
past.
you for your time. I appreciate all the guys coming out here and playing their part. I know it doesn't happen without everybody here, so thank you as well.
So if I
appreciate
don't
that.
see you, we will have a happy holidays and then come back with the new year and we'll have a better things going
Definitely.
for us, all of us.
We look forward to it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
Fine.
you.
And
Cheers.
thank you, Rusty.
Right.
And
Right.
with those nice, beautiful words from the Captain Rusty of Blazers, we will try to we will try to sign off from. Oh here! Oh, we have the captain, the winning captain. Yes, that's Pound there. Well, I thought I would miss you out. Well, Pranay Suri, this has been a wonderful turnout for you.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And I think for us, at least, what was really heartening to see is everyone performed, maybe across games, but in one game or the other, everybody contributed in a win. So that was very heartening to see.
Yeah, going back to back, and the first one, tell me what went on in your head. Getting close almost to the last ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think first we won a really good toss. Like it was hard to bat in the morning. And then these guys bowled really, really well. I think 117. We should have chased much easier. I felt we should have chased it around in the 17th over. We had 3 runouts at pretty crucial times, which I think we were pulling out our hair. But yeah, I think Abbas just insane, and it was his day, right? You saw with the ball, with the bat, it was just he was on song.
It's interesting. You have both your left arm bowlers being so effective. They may not have get all the wickets, but they contain the batsmen really well. Yes, the Pacers did get the wickets. Can you say about those two young men who were bowling?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, both of them are obviously very quality bowlers. Both of them have knocked on the stages of US under 19 for Vatsal, and Srini's been on the US like fringes. And they're just quality bowlers, right? Like you're right, they may not get all the wickets, but they're just consistently building pressure in that middle overs. And our plan was quite simple, actually, right? Like lefty is batting, then we'll bring on the offie. Righty's batting, then we'll bring on the left arm spinners and just contain in that middle session.
I think even the young man Rohan Posarapalli coming in opening for your team, was it a conscious effort or was it something that you saw in him?
Yeah, I mean, so in nets, he bowls very, very well. So we were like, let's give him a go. We also were a bit short today with Shadley out. So it gave him the opportunity to come in and perform. And even last game, last weekend, he played really well. And, you know, like when he hits that length, he's a tall guy. He has pace. He moves the ball. I think he'll be a very tough guy to play.
Yeah, it was a top class fielding as well, including yourself getting those 3-4 catches and diving stops. You look like a fit man like any other 16-year-old.
I don't know about fit. I have some pounds to lose, but yeah, I think when adrenaline is pumping, like you just have to grab onto everything. And if you drop guys like Shiva and guys like Sanjay and stuff, they're just gonna take the game away, right? Like when the ball went up, I think we were all just so conscious that we have to catch the ball, otherwise it's game on the line.
Something about nursing. He has played international level. He's definitely an asset to have. Is there something rubbing off from him to the other players?
Look, he's a cut above in terms of batsmanship. Probably him and Sanjay show that they were cut above everybody else. I think, you know, I've had the privilege of practicing a little bit with Narsing, so I feel how the bowlers felt. You literally can't bowl anywhere when he's on song. So, you know, he's just different level.
Yeah, we do have a complaint against him because all the balls that have been sent out to those homes, we were not to get them back. But this time, luckily, we are able to retrieve all of them. It is a nice exhibition of the batting that we have seen, and yes, a lot of people learning from him on the sides and bowling to him. Your thoughts and words for the young people here, and quite a few in your game.
Yeah.
Ask them to come and watch these games.
Yeah, I think a couple of things, right? I think this is a great initiative, allowing us to play on turf more and more. I think as you saw, the guys who played on turf and who practiced on turf just knew how to play. Sanjay, Narsing, guys like Gary, guys like Rusty. The more and more exposure we get from that, the more we can soak up, right? So I think that it's imperative that we really watch and learn and see how they approach the game, see what areas they're scoring, and take as much from that as we can.
So going forward from here, thinking into the future, is there any thought process within you and the management here? Any talks, or you're going to take a break and come back? What's going to happen now?
Yeah, we haven't had those conversations yet. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I think in April, March. But I think I enjoyed playing with this unit a lot. I told the guys like, and I genuinely felt it. I would dread playing against any one of them. So I hope that we were able to retain at least the core unit.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I guess if they're going into kind of the raffle lottery system, then it's kind of anybody's game.
Right. Everyone is a good player to have, and combination has worked for you. And congratulations on getting this exhibition win for you. And we hope to see the same performance going forward. We will not take much of your time, and you need to huddle back with your winning team. So enjoy your win, and then we'll see you next year.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, that was Pranay Suri, the captain of the Strikers, speaking to us. They had a back-to-back win and a very, very satisfied man. And I'm sure they're going to go into celebrations. I think we're going to wrap up here. The team is tearing down everything and packing up, and we will call it a day. And from the minor leagues, the West Coast, I would thank everyone who's watching this, chiming in through the posts or making those likes. Yeah, if you haven't had a chance, please go back into those links on online and please send your feedbacks in. The minor league and every team here is looking for your support as well. When we come back next year, we'll have a much better broadcast. We'll have a much better offering for you. And if you were to come over to the games here on the ground and watch this, even more pleasure. So from my side, Vinay Patil and my friend here, Krishnan Iyer, who has been doing commentating for today, I'll be signing off. Thank you. Have a safe year. Happy holidays. And if we don't hear from you, Happy New Year and bye from the West Coast. Thank you guys. Bye.